Come on, baby. There we go. Copy link. To go live. Good morning. Let's see. All right, so a couple levels for you real quick. There's two main things I'm watching today. SPY for the downside and Coinbase. This looks disgusting. All right, so Coinbase is getting faded off. Obviously, there's news against it. $64 level down here. It's at the low of the day, so I wouldn't expect this to bounce at a major level, but this is a good time to sell premiums, right? So it's down here about the 64. Where's she at? Where's she at? What? 64. So it's right about this level right about here is where we're seeing a lot of restraints. So we're going to see a massive gap down. It's going to be probably one of the biggest gap downs I don't even know maybe I've ever seen, to be honest, with a stock that's pretty decent. So I'm looking at this gap fill. It's right here at the 77. I don't think we're going to go all the way back up there. I think it's going to be really weak, but I am going to look for a little bit of a bounce. Crypto did not take that big of a hit, so I'm assuming Coinbase is going to see a little bit of a bounce right at open. So I am looking for some calls in Coinbase. If you look at the 5-minute chart, it's basically dead, right? So, I mean, there's a double bottom over here on this level that it's sitting at 64. So we could start to see this bounce up a little bit. So I would pay attention to this. And even if there is really, really bad news, I would probably start to sell some puts on this, because I could even get executed on shares around 62 or $61 if I wanted to sell some puts for next week. And I'm okay with buying 100 shares at $60 because I can hold on to those for a while. Once it gets back up to 70, I can make a good amount of money off that. But I get to collect that premium and keep it. So I would love to watch this Coinbase play for today. Maybe I'll sell some puts if it gets down towards that $60 level. I know it came from 30, so there is a lot of room down, but I wouldn't expect it to go much past maybe 46 or 50. At that point, I'd be down, $1,000 on the share position, but I'll probably collect 500 on the premium, be down 500 overall. So therefore, I only really needed to get back to 55 to be break even. So I would start to look for this. I might wait for it to get a little bit hurt down here towards that $50 level to start buying shares or selling more puts, but looking good to me. I think Meta as well is looking good to me to break out above that 207. So it's up pre-market right now. It has a nice little upward band. You think it's going back to 70? I don't think it's going back to 70 today. I think that would be absurd if it does. I'm not actually going to put it past it, because if you look back at Coinbase, look at how much this thing can move in a given day. I think it's just getting hurt because, well, it's on an absolute tear, so people are just profit taking. But this thing can move. Look, from 74 all the way up to 85. Like, this is not a normal $70 stock. So that's why I say selling options in it, you can just collect a ton of premium. But I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to the upside here. I wouldn't just panic sell with everybody else. It's below 64 now, so I'm sure we'll see some drop down. I'm not saying go for it right at open, but definitely watch this price action for a rebound today, because this $77 to this $63 gap is ridiculous. It's a $14 gap, and if I start to see any momentum towards the upside, I'm basically all in. But more importantly is the SPY. So we look at the daily chart here, and I think that this is a really good opportunity for people to make a good amount of money. Most of the time when you see a big reversal candle like this, you see a little bit of a green chop. Maybe we'll see like one really bad day today where it's just like choppy, small green, similar to here, right? Red candles, choppy green, then bang. Most of the time this happens on big bearish engulfing candles like that. You'll see one day of consolidation, maybe a little bit of greenery, and then the next day you'll see a little bit of a run, then a slide down. So that's exactly what I'm looking for today. I think Friday is going to be that big day for us, but today could be a good opportunity just to scalp some positions if it starts to go down towards that 390. So I'd say that 390 is a possibility today. That's one of my levels to the downside, but I am looking to enter puts on the downside here when it starts to go up a little bit. So I'm starting to see a couple levels that I wanted to pay attention to pre-market. One is that 396 level. It was very, very strong for a while on the support level, or as a support level. So we almost got up to there earlier pre-market, and yesterday we bounced right at that 395.75. So that's my one resistance point I would look for puts, and the other resistance points would be around that 396. So if there's strength above that, I did see a 397.50 level that we could tap and then reverse, but We are weak pre-market here, and my main target for SPY, I'm gonna play the SPX as I always do, but I would probably pay attention to this 390 level. But my main target where I'm going to want to get into a lot more of these is around this 386 level. I think this 386 is going to happen regardless, but I don't know if it's going to happen today. I doubt it happens today, but if it does, that'd be dope. I would much rather see it happen on a Friday because Fridays are pretty slow moving. But 386 level is really where I'm looking for the SPY to go. And then I honestly think that we could retest this 380 and then below. So if you can start to see this Bollinger Band, I can kind of see that this is starting to come down a little bit, and I can imagine that the next couple days we could see that big drop down. So when I zoom out to the weekly chart, we're getting rejected here, so that is never a good sign. We could ultimately start pushing this back down towards that 380 mark, and then ultimately the goal that I've been talking about for a very long time is this bounce at 375. So I would love that 375 bounce. At that point, I would probably start to take some calls for the long term. I do still think we're going to get one more big ass leg down. I don't know if it's going to be below this 350. I would love for it to be, but my main target right now is 375. I think a lot of the issues that we're seeing in the economy has already been, I don't want to say priced in, but I feel like one more major reaction down to 375. I feel like people are probably pretty overselling the market off. That's a humble opinion, so you could feel as you would like, but I think the economy is in shambles. I think that we go down a lot more, but I don't know if we're going to crash all the way down to 330 or 200 levels like people are saying. So I can also look at Square, yes, but my two main watches are SPY for a little bit of a chop today, but tomorrow I think is going to be a real big red day. Still going to look for the downside regardless. And then Coinbase, obviously. Somebody said Square was burning earlier. I don't really know what happened to Square. I didn't see the news. It's down to 60. Holy shit. What happened? This is a bear flag. So that could be pushed down. Square. Short research came out. Then I would buy calls. That's terrible. Hindenburg, short Square. I want to learn how to build your real estate portfolio. Buying into the Square short report. The reason that there's a short report is kind of want. I think I would sell puts at this point. This is a bear flag though, so I would be careful to see this below 57. It's pretty strong right off of that 57 support line, so be careful of that. But at open, you're going to see a lot of massive movement in my opinion, because this is going to be a massive gap down. Holy shit, from 77 down to 60. That's all the way down here, guys. That is beautiful. I think that this is fear. This is like fear. You got to buy when others are fearful. I honestly think that even just 100 shares of these, or even any shares of these, you can make a good amount of money back. So it's just at 90. That'd be $3,000 from the top. I doubt it goes back to the top anytime soon, but you could sell puts on these. Let me see how much these puts would be. They're probably going to be pretty expensive right now, but man, whoever shorted Square, you made a ton of money. Oh, this is the SPY. Let me look at Square real quick before the market opens. We got a couple minutes. Hindenburg. Sounds like anybody watched Fairly Odd Parents before? Kind of sounds just like that. You think Congress will try to blame crypto for this banking crisis? Well, part of it, maybe that's the fear. No shot, man. Crypto is literally booming because of the banking crisis. People are exiting the banks, and the whole idea of crypto is to take down the banks. So when you see these banks fail, that gives more utility and more incentive to use Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So I don't think that has any sort of relation. If anything, I think the bank failure helps Bitcoin. $60. These were $17 a piece, and in the monies were 200. Jeez, whoever shorted this made a shit ton of money overnight. But these contracts for tomorrow will be worth about $200, maybe 180. Could collect about $180 there, but for next week, 77, they could be worth like 600. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell these and collect like $600, $700 on Square. To be honest, the short report is garbage to me. I think that that's overhyped news. It's $60. That's ridiculous. If I see it back down to that 57 level, I'm gonna set an alert on this. Then I'm gonna sell some puts. This is setting up a pretty fat bear flag though, so be careful. I'll probably around this 56.90 mark, I'll set an alert. This is where I'll start to sell some puts because I think it's oversold. And when I sell puts, I can just collect premium. I would buy calls, but it's going to be hella inflated. So I'm going to set an alert there. I'm going to make it chime at me. I think the chimes are beautiful. So I'm going to look for this drop down to below the day because I think this is a bear flag. If you don't know what a bear flag is, it's a big gap down, a little bit of consolidation, and then a rip down. Very similar to what we saw on SPY yesterday. So if I zoom out to SPY, similar situation. This is what made contracts go from $55 a piece to $3,000. So big gap down, little consolidation, and then the bear flag. So basically all it does is it looks like the Mario flag upside down. Boom. Flag. You can see that. So then it breaks down. That's what I'm going to look for on Square as well. That's a really great call out. Thanks for calling that out today. I think the 57 area is a good point for me to start selling some puts. Hopefully it doesn't take off right at the beginning because this is hella oversold. So NVIDIA, I also want to pay attention to because this thing is strong every single day. It's back up to 271, which is right at this level. So we could see that 276 right at open. So watch that 276 run for NVIDIA. I feel like they're very strong. And then Meta as well at that high of the day mark at 208. I think I'm going to stay away from Meta because it chops a lot. But main watches are the SPY. I don't think I'm going to take anything until I see this level around 395-ish or 396. I would look for some puts. I'm not going to be on the call side today in SPY, I don't think, unless I'm scalping. But I would like, it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band today. Obviously, you can see that it rejects these Bollinger Bands all the time. So I would expect some love here. Maybe we can get up to that 396, but that would push NVIDIA up. So NVIDIA is one of my high watches today for that 275 level. I'll look for 275 calls rated open. Square, if it has any more sort of weakness down here, I will sell some puts. Chewy had a pretty bad earnings report that I saw. I'm going to stay away from Chewy. It's pretty oversold, but it has some room down to this 22 mark. So I would probably wait till around that 29, 28 to buy some shares or buy some longer calls. But NVIDIA is one of my favorite plays. This thing does not go down. This thing is like, it's all because of AI. It's off the AI hype. I'm sure this thing will crash back down at some point pretty aggressively. But it's almost back up to, is that all-time highs? Okay, 356. So I think it might be trying to get towards this 291 here in a few weeks, maybe a few days, honestly, with how strong it is. But it's up to 271. On the 5-minute chart, I am looking for this 272 break. If it breaks this 272, which is the high pre-market over here, a little bit lower, but if it breaks that 272, which it looks like it has some strength and it's starting to expand, we could see that 276 high from yesterday. So I will draw that line as well, just so I can look at my target, take profits. I think NVIDIA is my highest watch on the day because I think we'll see this thing start to explode right at open if the market is strong. So here you go, 276 is that high. This is probably where I would take profit. So I'll make it red. And then early on in the morning, my pitch would be to buy at this break. Hopefully it breaks, comes back down, tests it, then I would go. That's kind of my opportunity there. So watching the video right at open, I think that's going to be huge. And then Meta, obviously, I think could also be big, but I have been hating Meta lately. And then we'll watch for Square and Coin. I should probably set an alert on Coin as well. How did you do on the FOMC on Wednesday? I cannot talk about it because I had 10 contracts at 500, or not 500, at about 1100. And I took profit. I ended up going green, and it was a very small green for me. But I saw those same contracts run to about $30,000 a piece, like $30,000 in total from that $1,200 gain or that $1,200 risk. So I ended up taking a little bit of money when I could have made 30 grand in 20 more minutes of holding. So it's painful, but today's a new day. 62. Holy shit. They are just fading coin. That's right at this level right now. I'm very curious to see where this goes. Ah, man. That is... I might have to stay away from this for a while until I see it hit this bottom Bollinger Band. Create alert. Alright, so I have some alerts. One at 56. So it'll alert me when it gets hit, but yesterday could have been a much bigger day for me, but I missed out. I sold too early. I saw my account go green, and I was having a choppy day, so I just kind of took out, and then it got a... Do you like buying shares as to avoid a theta decay? No, I'm an options trader, so I don't really buy shares too often unless it's the long-term account. So this is my day trading account, so you'll only ever see me buy options or sell options in here. But I'll use the profit in here to put into my long-term portfolio. So say I make $2,000 today and I'm ready to move some money out, I'll probably take half of that, or 500 of that, and go buy 100 shares of Coinbase or 100 shares of Square, since they're so beat up. So days like today is a good opportunity for some additions. I do have a good position in Square, and I have a good position in Coin, but I would say that Square is a little bit riskier with how much there's so much competition in the POS space. But I know that Jack Dorsey's working on a lot of cryptocurrency stuff for them, so I'm a believer in crypto. That's why you asked me if Square... Oh, no, you asked me if Coin. Yeah, no, that's why Square is probably down, honestly. Short report and Coinbase, crypto exposure, all the same stuff. Square, or SPY, just being really patient up to this level. I think that we'll see some green at the open, so be patient there. And then I think I'm going to send these NVIDIA contracts so you can see me get involved pretty early. But I am going to go off the screen here because I got about 13 minutes. I got my levels already on lock. I'm going to look for NVIDIA 275 calls. Write it open here. I know that they're going to be up quite a bit, but they're going to be paying even better if we start to rip. So watching NVIDIA, these things went nuts. They're down at 82 cents. I'm sure they open up around like 200 or so. And I'll have my SPY 1 minute. I'll have my SPY 15 minute. Nothing really looking too good. And then I'm going to put NVIDIA up here. Boom. So my target is this 272 for entry. Would love a little bit of a pullback. Honestly, my big entry would be around this 269, 270. So if we can get a pullback, that would be really nice. Because then if we retest that high, we'll have a lot of strength up to that high of the day. So that's my biggest watch. I think this will have the biggest momentum. NVIDIA's been on a tear, and it's close to Friday. So could get a ton of money out of this. I would say probably $100 or $200 a contract. I'll probably put some size behind it. So maybe I'll make a rack or two. The goal is always at 500 to 1,000, as everybody knows already. So that's where we're going. Tesla could be a good play as well. I'm just going to stay away. I'm not a big fan of where it's at right now. I'd wait till about this 160 mark. I have my alerts where I want to start entering into. I still think it comes back down to this 150 level. One more pullback. So I'm ready to go. But those are levels. If you need me to check anything out, I'll go over them real quick. SPY, I'm looking for some puts at that 396 level because of the daily chart. I think the daily chart, we could see a little bit of a greenery right here, and then we start breaking down towards that 385, similar to what we saw here. This big breakdown, got this green candle, big breakdown. Similar situation is what I'm looking for today and then tomorrow. NVIDIA, I'm looking for this high of the day break around this 277. There's obviously a resistance point at 291 that I don't think we get to today, but it is possible. Would love to enter around this bottom Bollinger Band around 270, 271-ish if I can. Doubtful that that happens, but we'll hopefully get some weakness right at open. But at this 272 break, clear path to 276. And then we have the two major news events of the short report on Square. This has a bear flag right at open, so you could play the put side. Don't think I'm going to. I'm going to probably sell some puts around this 57 if I can get down there. Coinbase, similar situation. It's down to 60 now. Holy shit, this thing is dying. I don't really know where I want to do what I want to do with coin. I don't really want to buy shares into a sliding stock like that, but they do. You have to buy when others are fearful. So I don't know, maybe around that 50 mark. I don't really want to buy the shares, so I think I might just sell puts, try to collect a premium, and then buy that back if I'm down like $100 or so. So we'll see what happens. But those are the levels. Nvidia is my biggest watch right now. SPY, if it gets up to that level, I'll look for a lot of puts. Maybe not same day expirations, but next week maybe. What else is there? Nvidia is my one, and then Coin and Square I would put on huge watch for potential selling options. So could make a lot of money off those premiums if they start to reverse. So that's it. That's all I got right now. I will be back in about 9 minutes, but just gonna go do all the morning necessities.
Run for the night. When I step into the jungle, say they wanna group up. They better move up, never gonna win a Royal Rumble. So when I come through, you know what I love to. I send shots for your team and leader. I'm just a weakness, decide to vacate. The war's getting sweet just like a Ribena. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, you hear that? Over, smell the aroma. Them done there with a long time in a ramp with a skin couldn't wake from a coma. Listen, you hear that? Shots get fired in the walls, right? That's been like a wizard and miss. Nothing ain't fish when they end up in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Killers in the jungle. Jungle. The jungle. The jungle. The jungle. The jungle. The jungle. 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 Yo.
Pull up the tune, run up the roof, straight to the DJ. But when I just got here, I was just a bit like, I don't want to be here anymore. Pull me out of this. Pull me out of this. You know how to calm me down. You know how to calm.
Let's get it, baby. All right. Oh, NVIDIA's already popping. All right. Let's get this underway. I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback here. Let's see. NVIDIA's at 222. Okay, we're getting a pullback. Market's already up to 395. Loving to see that. Might dabble into NVIDIA already. Damn it. Was not prepared. Was a little late. Now it's starting to go. These bastards. I think it's going to push this above. It's a little volatile at open, so I'm probably going to give it a little bit. Would love to push this down around this 270 range. Let's see how much these can pay. Let me expand these a little bit. I know you can't see the bottom of the screen too well. I don't know why that's happening. But I am going to look for some puts on this. Also, SPY is hitting my level already. Wow. Right off the gate. 395.60. I'm probably gonna erase this one because I think that 396 is really the goal here. Lots of action up front, and then that 397 was the other goal. So I'm gonna keep that one drawn as well. Wow, okay, lots of action right at open. I still think we're gonna see a pullback here. I think NVIDIA is gonna run. I don't want to buy it at 248 though. I'd love to buy it maybe at like 225. Delete, auto send, 225. Come on, baby, push down. I don't want to buy into the top right at open because we all know how that goes. I'm actually going to cancel that. But if this can come back down towards this 270 area, I will buy in. I think that SPY is hella strong. I think that 396 is its level that we need to pay attention to. I don't think that I'm going to dabble into that one just yet. It looks really strong from pre-market. But I will see some puts around this 397 level. So if we can break above this 396, I will start to position to the downside. Here we go. NVIDIA is getting cheaper. It's too volatile. It's too high up on this Bollinger Band as well. So I'm waiting for that pullback. Probably around to this level, 270.50 if I can get it. If not, that hurts, but just trying to get it at a good level. Looks pretty strong. Yeah, I think we just lost that. This thing is going up to 276. I would hate to buy into the momentum that it has right now because it's just the first 5 minutes. Maybe I will have to dabble into one because if we look at these, looks like they're not going to pay that well. Probably only $120 a contract from here. Right idea. If you're in on it, congrats. I missed out on the entry point there. I was waiting for a little bit more of a pullback. NVIDIA is going crazy. Wow. That thing just ran from 200 and 290 a piece. These things just ran $100 a contract. That would have been really dope. I'll wait for a little bit of a pullback. This is the first 5 minutes. I'm sure it won't tap this 276 right away, which I know we're going to probably get to. Still bullish on the SPY, so we're looking good there. Tesla's bullish. How are Square? Square did that bear flag situation we were talking about. I might sell some of these puts, guys. I think that this is a little oversold. Coinbase up to 65. Like I said, lots of action on that stock. It's going to be that one's going to be pretty wild. Not going to lie. all the way up to 76. That's ridiculous. Let me see how much these contracts are to sell for next week. 60s. I don't think it'll get down to 60. I could sell these puts, and I would be down about 170 if I sold them. It is a little red, so I'm going to wait on those. Square could be pretty good. Holy shit, this thing is torched. Just hit my my alert, if you were wondering what that was. 22%. Dude, there's no way. There's just no way. I'm going to sell some of these puts at 55. Maybe even 56. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to sell these. I'm just going to sell one for now, just to dabble. So you guys can see what it looks like to sell a contract. I'm going to sell it at the max level I can. Collect 265 bucks. All right, 257. If it lets me in here. All right, 250. All right, so I sold one Square contract here. So I have the cash to buy the shares if I don't get involved, but it's down $9 right now, but Theta will start to get to it if it doesn't completely crash. I could set a buy stop on it. What I'm looking for here is basically on the daily chart here. This is for next week, so I can hold these for a while. What I just did is I sold these contracts. Holy shit, it's down $30 already. What I just did on Square was I sold these contracts, right? So it's really negative. It's really on a bad spot right now because it's going down. I don't know how is this at 285, but basically, long story short, what I want Square to do here is go up or sideways. So I don't want it to be below 56 or $55 by expiration, which is next week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect this theta decay. So anytime it goes up or sideways, this is going to deteriorate to 0 and be around that 55. So as long as it doesn't crash to below $50, which I don't think it's going to, I think that we'll see some consolidation here. I will end up being up on the trade. So $18. It's going to be pretty volatile, but I'm just going to basically collect that premium. So this is just saying that I have a cash secured put. I'm down $18 on it right now, but as it goes sideways and upwards, I'll make money. You can always lose by selling an option, of course, but Theta is on your side. So if it starts to rebound a little bit here, which it looks like it's probably going to, we're going to be able to get a good amount of money off of this. So we'll see what happens here. Just going to collect as much as I possibly can off that. I'm sure it's only $250. That's my max gain. And I don't know if I want to exercise the shares at 55. Maybe I do, but we will see. We'll see what happens. It has room all the way down to 51, so maybe it'll tap that level. I doubt that happens just because of how weak everything is, but we'll see. So it's down $9. Pretty good entry. It just was a little volatile at first. Seeing Square now start to bounce, so now I can start to collect that premium as long as it doesn't die. But there we go. Back to NVIDIA. Seeing a little bit of weakness here. Oh man, I missed that perfect entry right at the bottom bounce of this this recent resistance point. So this is the 275s. They're at 265 still. I don't really want to buy at 265. I would love to get it like 245 if I can here. So I'll set a limit order on NVIDIA to see if we can break out. Keep checking on Square. We're green on Square, guys. That's why Theta is beautiful. $3. I could buy back at any point and take that premium, or I could just let it expire to 0. Hopefully that makes sense. I think that NVIDIA is going to go. I would love to see one red candle before it does, though. Just doubt it. I'm going to. I missed out on that opportunity. I was hoping that I could take this retest. We were talking about that, the breakout retest. I did miss that, so that is entirely on me for playing Square. Could have made way more money than this 50 cents I'm up right now on Square. 5 contracts would have just paid me $300 and probably more. Waiting for SPY still sitting at this level. Looks like it's still pretty strong. My entry point for puts will probably be around this 396. I think this will be overextended. I think there's a good opportunity for us today. Squares up to 59, so I'm up 5%. You know, you could always buy these back, but as this deteriorates, see my trade price when I sold it was at 251. It's less than it is now, so that just means that, holy shit, these are up 800% today. But as it starts to deteriorate, theta decay, if it starts going up or sideways, I will collect this whole premium, and then I can just either buy this back or let it expire to 0 and collect all 250 bucks. That is the ultimate goal. But time is on our side, so we'll let that work. Waiting for a red candle on the video here. Not getting it just yet. But would love to see one red candle push down, then we could play the 276 test. SPY's looking a little weak over here. I'm going to zoom out on this. SPY's showing a nice little bull flag. I'm sure this breaks out here at some point. Pretty soon. Actually, it's starting to get a little weak. Might see a little bit lower around that 395 before the break, but would love to see this breakdown. Let's look, watching the video for a little bit. I might start in a position on this breakdown. 241, 237. It's a pretty large sell-off, so let me see if I can get it down to this level. I might scale into 1 here at 236. I think that we're going to see a lot bigger breakdown. So as of right now, it could be, $20, $30, $40, $70 a contract here. So I'm going to start scaling in here. Would love to see this break towards this 270. That's my original entry thought process. So I'm going to try to buy the dips here in a little bit. What I get? 236 is the first one. We get one more at 215 here. I think we have some downside to come. Just waiting for now. 218. Scaling one more at 218. Now my average is 227. I'm waiting for this little uptrend test for that rebound. So, any thoughts on Tesla? Looks like a bull flag to me. Could run back up above that $200 level. Looks pretty good to do that, actually, but I'm going to focus on NVIDIA. Love to get 5 to 10 contracts here around this 271-ish level. So I got 2. I'm up a little bit on 2 contracts. I'm trying to get more than that, but I want to see one more leg down. Up $6. What's Square doing? Square's just chilling. Would love to see this push towards 276. I'm only in 2 because it is still the first 15 minutes. It does have a nice little red candle formation here, so we could still see some weakness. Love to see that pull back around 270. So pretty red. I might buy one more at 208. So I put a limit order right at that low. So if we start breaking down more, I'll buy one more. Market looks a little weak here. Not so much on the 15-minute chart, though. I think we got some time. I think NVIDIA is going to be a pretty good play here, as long as it doesn't break below this uptrend, which I don't think it should. Ooh, Square's still falling. Not liking that. Still got time on Square. I think that this is just going to chop, so I'll take advantage a lot on the theta decay. But I should focus on NVIDIA here so I can see a bounce potentially. I wanted to get more contracts, but it didn't really break down and tap that line. So I'm up a little bit. I think I'm up like, oh, here she goes. Damn it. All right, well, 2 contracts. I'm up $52, so good start. Square's bouncing. I'm up 73 on the day. Even these 2 contracts I feel like are going to pay like $200 total, but I really wish I would have grabbed more down here. It's always hard to buy that. Oh, shit, the market just completely bounced. It's at that 396 level, so I'm kind of nervous about that. I actually might just get my starter position out of here on NVIDIA, just because I think that the market might reject. So I took 1 at 255 there. Just secure some gains on the day. Gonna go up very small at the first starter position here. See if it can get me out 256. Okay, so I'm out of NVIDIA. It was a good trade, but I only got 2 contracts. I think it's going to go up to that 276. The only reason I'm worried is the SPY. The SPY's at that level I don't want it to be at, this 396. I think that maybe this 397 could be a good point of a reversal. But I just took some profits on NVIDIA, so only 50 bucks. I wish I got more. I wish I bought 10. Would have been a nice little 250 bucks on the day, but actually way more than that. No, it would have been about 250, maybe $300 if I scaled in, but that's okay to me. I think that this is going to get a little bit tired based off of this SPY trend. So it's still early, first 15 minutes. I never really like to trade, but I will take the small gains right there. Let's see, Square. I would love to see this just completely chop around all day so I could collect that premium. Obviously, it's only up $2. You're not going to make a lot of money on the SPY. You can see this buying power effect of 5,500. That means I have to have $5,500 of cash in my account in order to sell this put, because if it expires below the $55 strike price, I have to buy 100 shares at 55. So, but no matter what, I get to keep this 250. So it's basically when you sell options, you collect money. Like, think of it like Monopoly. Every time you go around Go, you collect 200 bucks. It's the same thing for selling options. Every time you sell an option, you collect premium. Obviously, I sell puts really mainly just when it's oversold, especially in this market. Even in a bull market, if I have shares, I like to sell puts sometimes because I can make money both ways. I can collect an income and I can make money on my shares. So, but realistically, let's pay attention to this real quick because this is a nice uptrend that we're seeing right now. And I'm looking at this 397 level. I think we could end up making a good amount of money on the put side here. Looks like NVIDIA is running. I don't really want to look at NVIDIA. I think that this one's going to piss me off because I think I got a good opportunity. But I am looking to the downside on the SPY. So that's the reason I took out. And that's hurtful because now it's at 285. That would have been $70 a contract. If you got in, congrats. Obviously, I'm not up very much money, but I will take a small green day so far to start me out. 50 bucks. Let's see what we can do here, though, because this thing just ran back to 300. I think that this is going to push back up to that 276, no problem. The only thing that scares me is this SPY trade, right? Because SPY could easily get pulled back. I feel like there's not a lot of opportunities for too much more upside, so that's what I'm paying attention to right now. Let me see. Anyone in NVIDIA? High of the day. I'm looking for SPY puts around that 397. We are struggling this 396 pretty nicely right now. If we can get one more push up, I will start to buy some SPX puts. Be a quick trade. The reason that I took profits on NVIDIA so fast is because I am going to be playing the SPX puts. So let's see if we can turn this into a pretty big day. Where are we at? 397? I'm going to look at these 394 contracts. So 3940. Oh, this is going to be easy money. Man, I hope we get one more green candle here, and this is not the reversal. My goal is one more push, 396.50. Here's the breakout of the flag. Probably going to see this test and then a bounce. I could probably take some calls on this level. I'm not going to, but I would love to see a push up to that 397. You can just see these contracts go from 400 to 530. This is why I love the SPX. 130 bucks on one tick. Square, you're pissing me off. Down 10%. It's not moving at all, though, so the theta decay's looking pretty good for me. As long as this goes sideways or even shoots up a little bit, I don't think there's any volume in this, so it's a good sell in my opinion. Give me one more push up. To this 397, I'm all in. These contracts will probably be worth like 300 a piece. The 394s. Let's look at the SPX real quick, because I think that this could be a really good opportunity. 394s are basically low of the day yesterday, so we'd have to fall $3 for it to go in the money. I don't think that that's impossible, which is basically just this level. 393.55 is in the money for these contracts, which is this level. So I'll make this red. That's low of the day yesterday. This is an uptrend. I'm going to make this one green because this is my entry point, or at least close to it. We are in a complete uptrend here, so be careful. But I think at this 397, if we go back to that daily chart I was talking about, there's a lot of lines here, but we could see easily this pullback, similar to what we've seen before. So I think that we'll get one more push. At least I hope so. I think I'm going to set a limit order at 320 here, $100 down from where it's at. Remember, you don't need to buy a lot of these to make a lot of money, so love to see one more breakout here. I might have to get one at 350. My shit is lagging like crazy. It might not want that. It's starting to feel like it's topping out. I don't like that my Thinkorswim is lagging. Anybody else lagging, or is it just me? Had a bad entry on NVIDIA. Taylor Norris, they don't want to see you win. Yes, they do, man. They want to see you win. Lagging behind Weeble. Yeah, you guys are lagging too. Okay, cool. I'm waiting for this pop up to 396.50, and then I have my limit order at 350 and 320. So see if we can get one more push up. I'd be pretty upset if it broke down on me, but I think that's my main level is at 396.50. We're in a clear uptrend, so be careful. NVIDIA, holy shit, this thing is lagging hard, guys. I might have to stop the stream. Just landed a big client in the marketing agency. Let's go, baby. All right, so that's a good sign. We landed a big client in the marketing agency. We're about to make some gains on the SPX. Just need one push up. That's all we need. It seems to be struggling. We are in that uptrend. It's usually when we see some consolidation. Most people try to play the puts up here, then they get squeezed out. So let's see that green line test that I really want. Can we get that 350 test? Can we get that 350 entry? I'm at a 320 entry here. Just one right now. I just want to see the action, because if it starts to squeeze, that's fucked. It's pretty slow. Square's at 58, so my sold contract is up $10. We're up $67, guys. We're rich. I really want to have a $1,000 day, and I think I could snipe that off of this play. If we can get there, I would love to buy like 2 or 3 contracts around 320, but I just want to see one more push up. If it breaks down on me right now, I'll be very pissed, but I think we can get one more push. We are overextended. The TTM squeeze is near the top. We do have lower volume here. I think that we could get one more because it's in an uptrend. I would be upset if I bought one and then it started to squeeze because then it would screw up my average. I just want to see one push up here. So trying to be patient for this level. This is my main level around this 396.60 area. I would start to scale in. So let's see if we can get that push. NVIDIA I'm leaving alone, but how is she? Looks like that was its top, so that's a good sign. Square is pushing back up a little bit, so another good sign. Collecting premium off of the chop. That's why selling options are great. Don't really have to worry about them. Now what I do have to worry about is the SPX. If I can get this push up 50 more cents here, I'm going to buy these contracts at about 320. I'll buy like 2 or 3 of them, see if we can squeak out the reversal and make a good amount of money. So let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Come on. Give me the green candle. Give me the one push that I want. I would scale in here, but I'm a little bit scared to do that because I feel like this could squeeze. It keeps rejecting that level, man. Give me one push up. I'm going in at 400 here. I have to, I think. I got rid of it. I got scared. I think that we still see that line. I'm not going to be premature about this. If I miss it, I miss it. I'll be upset. But I am going to scale into contracts at 320 levels here. I might buy 3 or 4. Like my Thinkorswim is lagging like crazy, so maybe I'll only do a couple of these just in case something crazy happens. I got 2 of them right now. It's chopping. It's being slow, but I have an odd feeling that we're going to retest this trend line and then bounce. That third trend line test that I always talk about. $39.40 in the monies will be here, and if you look at in the money contracts on the SPX, they are $1,200 a piece. So, oh wait, shit. This thing is lagging real hard, guys. I would hate to stop the stream, but this is bad. I feel like it's lagging my computer really badly, unless other people are lagging on Thinkorswim. Now we're down on the square call. Usually when we lag, big moves happen. So there's a lot of volume in here that obviously the Thinkorswim cannot handle. I don't think it's just my Wi-Fi. Yeah, you're lagging too? Okay. Yeah, that means there's a lot of volume on these exchanges, which is not good. I think that the market's going to collapse right now. If everyone's lagging, that's never a good thing. Okay, so at least you're confirming for me. Let me see one bounce here. I'm all in. I want to see one bounce. 320 is my entry point, which would probably be right here. I might have to push it up a little bit just to get filled around that 396.50. But on this uptrend, I'm sure we'll test this and then bounce. I'm sure of it. Here we go. Give me this. Give me the push. God damn it. Sometimes trading is so annoying. $60, guys, in 27 minutes, $62. That's all I've made. It's terrible. I am looking for a big day, though, if I can get this jump up. All right, we're chopping. Come on. One push. It's pretty boring, but we're going to get this money. Promise. Let's get after it. This uptrend is strong. I'm waiting for it to break down, though. Volume's kind of here. It's about that 10 o'clock mark. I'm sure we'll get some volatility right at 10 o'clock. I don't know if there's any 10 o'clock data, so be careful of that. Let me see the snipping tool. This is pretty brutal action right now. There we go. Is it going to film me? I'm lagging hard. I'm going to cancel these. And I'm going to just join in manually. Do I want this 360? I feel like there's still some room up. I'm going to wait for this green test. I'm going to put my limit back at 320, just one for now. I hope I don't miss this, but I'm lagging so hard, guys. I don't feel like I'm not going to get good entry and exit points. But I am one at 320 here. I might push this down to 3 just because it's pushing up hard. We're getting that push now. I hate that I'm lagging, but you guys are all lagging too, so that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable that it's not just me. I'm going to keep my entry points small right down here at 3 just because I'm lagging so hard. Still want to see that 397. Looks like there's a lot of buyers still, so I don't know what the 10 o'clock data just brought out, but let's see. New home sales, 640K versus 670K. Previous estimated 650, so 640. So they're missed by 10,000. Not bad. It's actually a lot. 10,000 homes. All right, let's see if we can get filled at 3. Give me that push. One more push. I might have to take a starter position at like 330. See if we can get in here. I just missed that. $320, $330. I still think that there's some room up, so I'm not going to be too upset that I missed that pop. But I think that there's an opportunity. Hopefully, fingers crossed that we can get this fill. That was not the top. I was looking to enter in. I'm just lagging so hard. Fingers crossed we can get one more push up to this green line. Oh, shit. Did I miss it? This damn lag. Please push up just a little bit. Guys. So frustrating when it lags like this. Everything is just so delayed. I can't really get a good fill. It's up to 350. I would love to get it filled here at 320. I'm wondering if I should just get in at 340 here or 350. Just in case it does reverse. This is still really strong, though, so I'm trying to be as patient as possible. Lots of volume in here, so could mean that this is the last time that the buyers and sellers are getting in here. They're trying to figure out which way they want to take it. Looks like the buyers are winning right now on the time and sales data, so we could get filled here at that 350, 340, 330 level if I wanted to, but it's not looking so hot right now that we're going to get filled. Still want to see that green level. I think at that green level is about that $300 mark, so it could be a good opportunity for us. I don't want to miss out on this, and I think we're about to miss out by like 20 bucks. Lots of volume. If you can see this volume spike, something big's about to happen here. Either it spikes above this 397 or it starts to sell off here. So we just want defeat. No. Look at those from 340 to 420, and they're only going to go higher. It got so close. This lag is just ridiculous. Oh, wait. It's starting to look a little better. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Was almost a perfect entry point. Yeah, new home sales data moved by 10,000. So would love one more push up, like more than anything. If we can get that push up to that green line, that would mean everything, but it's getting real close to this uptrend. So if we break that, it's jobless data came in under than expected. I didn't even see that. But obviously the market's not reacting. Thanks for telling us though, because I feel like something's got to happen here. Like there's Thinkorswim's lagging. I don't know what's wrong with the systems. Here we go. Let's get filled. Let's get filled now. Come on, 320, 300. Even if it stops me out, I won't even be sad because I just want to get involved. I'm up $35 on the square put that I sold. So 15%. That's only one of them too. So you can tell with Theta Decay, look at this, hasn't moved an ounce. And that's how you know that selling options is so great because things are on your side always. Like Theta Decay is on your side. The direction is on your side. So if it chops or goes the way you want, you have two ways on your side rather than the other side. So I know I haven't collected anything yet. 36 bucks is not a lot. 38 bucks is not a lot. But as it goes sideways or goes up, I sold these puts so I can collect this premium. Now I'm up $43. If it goes up, I start making more money here. So you can see that the buying power effect here is at 5,500. That means that it costs $5,500 for me to be in this position if I exercise the shares. So I could just buy the shares and sell them whenever I want. But you can tell here that $250 is my collection. So I basically just collected $250 in my account right now, and I could basically buy this back right now for 18%, 46 bucks, and be up 100 bucks on the day. Still waiting for my good opportunity on the SPY puts. This is up 23%, 58 bucks. And I just want to show you guys, just for sake of education, I can buy this back at any point, right? So it's only one, so it's not going to do too much for me. But if I buy this back real quick, if it lets me, it should at least. Buying it back, let's just buy it back at 190 here. I don't even know how much it's going to be, but I bought it back at 192. So basically, what that means is that I sold the contract and I bought it back, and I'm up $59 on one contract. So I could have held it and let it expire closer to expiration, but I didn't. It's because, one, I thought that Square was hella oversold, which it was. Oh, wait. We might actually get filled on this. I'll go over Square in a second. It is running back up towards that goal, but these are at 370. Can we just get that spike to the green line, please? I don't want to wait anymore. But I'll go over Square until I get filled. So basically, Square, as it starts to pop, now that it's going my way, even though it's not going my way much, these contracts start to decay because the puts decay. And I sold them and I missed out on like 20 extra bucks here. I could have collected this whole 170, 160 bucks if I held them till next week. But for the sake of purposes, I could just buy this back at any point and just capture that theta. If you notice, these contracts were up 800% earlier, and now they're up 530%. So people that purchase these contracts are down a ton if they bought the bottom thinking it was going to go less. But the reason I sold them is because it was so oversold. There was no volume in it. It was flat. And I figured there would be buyers down here since there's so many since it was so oversold. It was down 20% in a day off a short report. That doesn't make any sense to me. So you could sell these, collect the premium. It's worth 173 now. I sold them for 250, so could have made 80 some dollars on it. Collected 59. So what that does is it credits my account $250 when I sell that contract. But since I bought it back at 59 here, it'll take away that difference. I don't know what that is, like $160, $161. So it gave back 161, but I actually got to keep this premium. Now I could have let it expire, but since I didn't let it expire, I only collect the 59 instead of 250. But it is at 170 now, so I could have collected a little bit more, could have waited for theta, but with me thinking the market's going to turn around, I don't want to be involved in Square when I think the market's going to fall. So, quick little spiel on option selling. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm in, obviously, or I was in there. Obviously now I'm out. Let's see if we can get filled now. Here we go. We're in one. I'm going to get out of this other one at 3. So I'm in one at 320 here. Finally got filled. Still some bullish buyers, so I am going to set a stop loss. I might buy some more at this level, but we do see quite a bit of momentum. It is 10-10, and I think that we might reject this level. Let's see if I want to buy some more. I am still lagging a little bit, so I am only in one just in case I get stuck. I've seen this happen before where I get stuck in a position. I'm only up $20 a contract, but I would love to see this start to fall the other way. So let's see if we can catch this fall back. It looks pretty strong, so I am going to keep a stop loss around 275. So it'll be about, oh yeah, she's running. Dude, the question is do I get another one, though? She's trying to run, which I don't like. A break above this 397 is not my favorite thing. I'm going to try to nail this top, though. All right, I'm going to get rid of all these lines just because they're kind of a headache. We're right at this level. 397.07 seems to be that support line that I see. So let me see. It's right at that level. So let me get one more second here. I'm going to try and buy one more around the same price. Just make sure that the time in sales is not bullish here. I only have one, so I don't have a ton at risk just yet. Just don't want to get caught in a squeeze since this is squeezing. Or trying to squeeze. We're up a lot, though. We're up $4 on the day. 397 is its point. I'm in here. It's really high up here. It's starting to stabilize. Puts contracts hasn't gone down much. That's always a good sign. So, you know what? I'm going to go in one more at 320 here. I might actually drag this down to 300. I might end up buying 5 to 10 of these and risk about $1,500, but then I'll keep my stop. It looks like I'm not lagging as hard anymore. So here we go. I want to see the big pull down. Even if I only have one contract, it could pay me, but I am going to be upset if it does start to fall significantly. Low of the day here would put these contracts in the money. Let's see, it's about at 300. Let's see if I can get a second one here. Theta is getting to it. This would be about a $600 risk, which is nothing. Notice how this rejects, and it's only worth 330. That is pretty eye-opening. So let me go to the SPY 15-minute chart real quick. I'm sure that this looks bullish as hell. It does. Still look bullish. I still think that we're going to see a big pull down here in a little bit. I want to get more than just one contract here. I don't like that it's... All right, so I'm in 2 of them now at 310. So I got to manage my risk here just in case this continues to squeeze and breaks out. Looks like this could be the top here, but might have some room. You never know. Looks pretty bullish on the daily chart right now with where it wants to go. I don't think it's going to get up to this 399, but if it does, just got to make sure we risk manage. Good entry point, in my opinion. Risk to reward ratio is good. They fall below this trend line. It could collapse. These could be worth 600, 700 a piece, but I got to make sure I risk manage. And I'm probably going to put this down at 240. So I'd lose about $140. I'd be red on the day, but On the other side, could make a good amount of money. So I'm going to put one at 240, one at 250. Just making sure that I mitigate my stops. Might put them up a little bit higher. So I'll be red on the day if this hits or about flat, but just making sure that I don't lose too much on a squeeze because it is lagging. Things are looking weird. It's staying high and tight up here. I'm going to put this down to 250. So I'll lose about 120, maybe 130. And at that point, I'd be basically flat. Be like $40, and I'd look for another trade. But if you're on the right side, even with, excuse me, on 2 contracts, you could make a good amount of money. But this is really bullish. I haven't seen a red candle yet. So if it wants to break this 397, it could stop me out. Would hate for that to happen, but it looks like it might. It looks pretty bullish on the upside. We waited. It doesn't look like it rejected it, but it looks like the theta is crushing this right now. Absolutely crushing. Down $80, almost flat. If it breaks us 397, I'm out, but super unfortunate because it had so much potential. Yeah, it just got stopped. Bastards. I'm out of both. Damn. Down $29 on the day. So crazy that this is just going to continue to run all the way up here. I'm going to try to get in on the put side again here, but now it looks like above that level it's going to hit 398. Just a all-day squeeze, it looks like. That's pretty crazy. I might have to get back involved here, but there's so much momentum to the upside. I don't see one bearish signal here. I might switch to the SPY a couple days out. I'll look for Mondays in the SPY. SPX looks like it's too slow. Just grabbed a couple for a couple days to hold. I can't watch SPX just deteriorate like that. Might buy 10 of these here if I can get them down to like 130. Would make a decent amount, but I can't. I bought some time there because of the theta. Theta just crushing those SPX contracts. Still think we see that downside based off of the daily chart, but there is room up $1. NVIDIA hasn't gone yet, though. That's interesting. Same with Meta. Meta is starting to go to that high. Meta might go for that 208 level. Tesla's at that 200. Things are really squeaking up. Square got to 60, damn. Look at this thing. Square bounced all the way from 57 to 60. I don't even want to know what those contracts are worth right now. 165, not bad. So I'm down $20 on the day. Didn't catch the right side on the SPX, but that's okay. Still in the SPY here. I'm only in on 3 contracts. If I start to see any sort of reversal, I will buy a bunch more because I think that this is going to pull back a lot harder than that dollar. I think we could see low of the day, honestly. But like I said, today could be that slow chop, and then tomorrow could be that real big red day down to that 385. So I could end up swinging these contracts, which I might. I think it could be a good opportunity because they would be worth around 300, 400 a piece. But the market's so choppy. Not seeing a lot of opportunity. Anybody watching anything out there? I just got stopped out on one trade, but I had to keep my losses small there. Still in the SPY, but I'm just letting it rock. Not as many movements. That's not good sign at all. Coinbase is running. I was just asking if anybody was watching anything. That I'm not seeing too much action right now. I'm still waiting for that pullback on the SPY. That's why I bought a couple SPY contracts for next week, but I'm only up 2% on 3 contracts, so probably could have held those. Yeah, I'm in on the SPY. 327s, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 327s, 167 average. Only bought 3. Just waiting because I think it has still room up to that 398 if it doesn't start to sell off. I probably should have held those SPX puts, but you know how SPX can go. I don't want to just get crushed down like 60%. So wasn't the best entry, but you got to manage your risk on the downside. But I'm still a part of the drop here. So we're flat on the day now, so we got to look for a trade to push us up. I'll probably put some size behind something so I can take my gains and run. This little shooting star candle, everybody knows that I love the shooting star candle. That shows that there's a reversal coming. I should probably buy some more of these, but I just don't want this to bounce off this uptrend and then continue up, which is possible. But I do think that this is starting to get a little tired. I think I'm going to hold these 393s, see if this can push back up to like 250. At that point, I'd be up about $250 a contract or on the position. But I want to also take advantage of the SPX. And I think I'm going to play closer to the money, and it's going to be scalps. So sorry, guys, if it's a little expensive. But these 3960s look pretty good to me. These 3950s look even better. So I think that we could get some downsides down to this level. I don't even want to see what these 3940s are because I guess they are like right where I bought them. But I almost timed it perfectly, but it had a little bit of a jump up on it. So I'm still in the SPYs. I'm up a little bit, nothing crazy. I'm up 10% on the trade. Still waiting for that pullback. I think that we're really going to get that pullback to low of the day, maybe at least close to it, around that 394. But we'll have to wait and see. I think at this shooting star candle, if you don't know what a shooting star candle is, that is a complete reversal candle. So at the top of a Bollinger Band, that's what I look for all the time. I probably should have been a little bit more patient, tried to time it perfectly, couldn't get it. But this is a shooting star candle. Boom. Here she isn't. Sell signal. Wasn't red, it was green, but still love it at the top of that channel. Is this just going to continue up all day? It doesn't really look like there's a lot of movement. NVIDIA's pulling back nicely. This could be a good entry point if you think it's going to reverse back up to that high point. This is right at that. It's bouncing right off that trend line. Boom, boom, boom. Could be good. Honestly, should we play that? I think the market's going to reverse, though, so probably not the best opportunity. Starting to see 5-minute red candles on big techs. Yeah, be careful of this, though. This could bounce towards that high. It almost got to that 276 level. Got pretty close. I would wait. If the market continues to squeeze, I might have to jump ship here and go call side NVIDIA because it'll take it with it. But I don't think that the market has it in it. I really don't, especially off this daily chart. I think that we'll see this rejection right here, and then we'll start to see this fade back down towards this 394. That's my assumption here. That's my analysis, but that's what I'm sticking with. this is so choppy. I figured today would be just like this. I think tomorrow we're gonna see a real big sell-off. This just could just slowly chop up upstairs. That's why I might swing these puts for tomorrow. Damn, this thing is just gonna go, huh? I can't imagine it just does this all day long. What is it, 10:25? It's been an hour of just chopping up, destroying premiums. This is where selling contracts comes in clutch. Those are down to $134 a piece. Whew. That's crazy. This looks like it has a little bit more room. This is a sell signal, though. 397 is strong. I might try to dabble in one put. Time and sales looks strong. I'm going to go 1-360 here if it lets me in. Should let me in. I'll put a stop at like 320 though. That's not letting me in. I got in. I'm probably going to get stopped out right away. Just trying to time the top here. Be about $40 loss. Ah, man. Playing the slow milk game. That shit sucks. I got caught on the wrong side again. Here we go. Getting stopped out. So I'll be down about $100 on this trade. SPY, I'm down about $16. Down $100 on the day. Having a tough one today, guys. Just slowly chopping up. But small losses, of course. If I'm on the right side of any of these, it's going to go, $400, $500. But this shit is just completely squeezing. I'm down 109. Small losses, obviously. $28 on the swing trade, potentially, if I want to swing it. But this thing is slowly just chopping its way up there. You'll always see me take small losses. I'm not upset about the $100 loss. I can make that back in 2 seconds. I'm just trying to get this involved with something. I'm trying to get something here because I feel like the downside is where it's going to end up going, but it is trying to be bullish like crazy right now. I'm still waiting for this gap fill. We have not seen this. Oh yeah, I guess we did yesterday, but would love to see it right back at that 394 level. Why do I feel like this 390 or this 3950 is a good opportunity? I got stopped out at 350, so you guys think I should still keep trying this downside? I still think it's coming down. I don't think that this daily chart has enough momentum. I don't think that there's enough volume to keep this pace up. And it looks like this 394 is the perfect level, which is why I'm still on those SPY puts, but those aren't going to pay me as much. I'll be up like $200 on the day if those go. I'm going one more time, these SPX puts. I'll keep my stop loss small. But, oh shit, it just ran up on me a little bit. Yeah, that 397, I would say 397.30 is a good point, but it looks like two strong reversals up here. I don't see how this continues to go. I'll set a fill at 380. Let's see if it can get me involved here. This chop is just really bad. I might just be throwing away money, but I am going to kind of dabble with this because I see this downside opportunity looks really good. So even if I lose an extra $60 here and I go down about $200, I'm okay with that. Very small losses. It might be my first red day in a while. Maybe I'll just buy 10 of these SPY puts because down $50, but I'm up pretty nicely on those. I might end up just doing that because I can't play the SPX if it's just going to continue to chop around. These are at 176 for the 393s. My average is 167. These got to 155. I'll do 2 more contracts right at my cost basis, maybe like 165. If it continues to squeeze up, which it might. This is going to be a very slow, boring ass trading day, guys. I'm going to look right at this 397. I don't think there's any data tomorrow either. But we can see. I'm lagging on Webull. How can you figure out the right time to sell when you're in profit? My problem is selling way too early and missing 100% gains. You're one of the best reversal traders I've ever seen. Oh, yeah. Good looks, man. I'm not too concerned. I mean, it's $100. It's not $74 on the day. I'm gonna nail this reversal at some point. I just gotta keep playing it. It's just too choppy. Like I said, today is probably gonna be that chop day before we get the. Oh, dude, this reversal is gonna be fat. I think I have to play the SPX, guys. I think that this is gonna drop so fat. I'm going to keep this limit, right? I'm going to keep this limit at 150 in case it reverses on me. I'm going to keep this limit at 161, which is going to be right around this 397. But I am going to play the SPX one more time. I know I'm down on it right now, but I feel like this is a really great opportunity for the downside. So I'm going to try this 39.50. They're at 439. I would have made money on the first entry if I was just patient, but I don't like to get stopped out. So let's see what we can do with this 450. If it starts to really start crumble down, we'll make some good money, but I'm up 45, 46 bucks on the SPY trade. I only have 3 contracts, but the SPY SPX could be a really great opportunity because if this falls all the way back down, which I still think it's going to, this could be a massive play. Keeps bouncing off this, though. 15-minute chart on SPY. Yeah. Kind of like... Let me look at this 30. The 30-minute looks too bullish, honestly. I think we could honestly see this 397 again. 1 hour. I think we have a little bit more time to chop up until we see that big reversal, but it would be cool to see it right now. I am in on the downside, very small. I could end up going up a couple $100 today off the SPY position, but I do want to catch the SPX because I feel like this could go from 400 here to 1,000 a piece pretty easily if we break this uptrend. I think I'm going to wait for this uptrend break and then the retest, and then I'll try to get in. But as of right now, this looks way too weak for me. Like, there's no way I'm playing the upside here. I could potentially off this uptrend bounce, but I just don't believe that the market's going to rip up to that 399. If it goes up to 399, it looks way too bullish, and I'm just not a fan. NVIDIA bounced right off that trend line. Would have been a nice little scalp play. I think that the market might be dead weight today, guys. I'm down 30 bucks. I've been having these really, really small days in the morning, and then later on in the afternoon, I kind of scalp and go up a couple hundred, maybe 1,000. I haven't had a $1,000 day in a couple days. It's been really choppy for me this week. Yesterday, I could have made a bag, but I missed out. I really did miss out, and that was completely on me. Trying to be patient on this. I'm up 10% on the SPY puts. Lost a little bit on the SPX here. Had the right idea. Would have been up, but I ended up missing out. There's no volume in the market, guys. We're at 17 million in volume, and it's an hour in. Usually by the end of the day, we would have around 90 to 100 million in volume. And if early morning is a lot of the volume, the end of the day is a lot of the volume. But if we're only at 17 million, this looks like it's just going to be a choppy-ass day. Might be a day to work on other things, to be honest, because this is brutal. Looking for relationships. Damn. Why is it so choppy? I'm yawning. Guys, I'm yawning. It's so bad. Everything is so bad. We're bouncing off this trend line. It looks like it's getting closer and closer. We could see just some consolidation and then a leg up, honestly. It looks pretty bullish on the upside. I might end up just taking the small profits on this SPY play for now. Where's she at? $36, $33, down 40 on the day. I think I might just secure this because I think that this is looking more so like it's headed up. So let's get out of those. And then let's play the SPX. I want to scalp this. So I'm in nothing. I'm down $30 on the day. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to scalp something here in a second, but this is kind of looking like it's curling downward. So it could start pulling back, but I think it's only going to pull back to this level. So according to the 15-minute chart, this is still bullish as hell. This is the 30, even worse. So 30-minute chart being bullish is never a good sign. 15-minute chart, very similar. It looks like it's just consolidating for that next leg up. And this Bollinger Band is still expanding. I hate days like this where it's just slow chops, all wicks. There's no movement. But that's really kind of what I'm paying attention to. And holy shit, Square is starting to cook. I could have just collected all that premium too. Look, these things are worth 111. I would have been up $150. So I missed out on $100 there just for selling that contract. I hope that makes sense because when you sell the contract and it goes the way you want it to, theta and the way you're going is on your side. So it decays that contract a lot more. So selling contracts, you can make a ton of money. I'm down $30 on the day. So I'm a sheep today. I'm a sheep. But I am so confident that we're going to catch a good trade here in a second. I just don't know when, where, or why the volume would come in. But as soon as it does, I will take advantage of the volatility. SPX doing absolutely nothing. Had a nice little jump, but you had to nail that top, which we almost did. Almost did, but I missed out just by a few seconds. I think that this has an opportunity for another leg up. It kind of looks like it wants to retest that 398, which I would hate, but I'm lagging. It's just not a good day. The market's lagging. Not the market. Thinkorswim is lagging. Getting stopped out. It's choppy. Down $30 on the day. But I still think that this has room up to that 397.50. Gonna get our patience in today, that's for sure. Should I look at the call side? $4,000 or $490? The 15-minute chart is way too bullish, guys. This is probably gonna go to high of the day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what high of the day would be on the SPX. Let's take a look. Maybe we could get involved in the calls short term here. I don't think that this is going to hold, but might as well go with the momentum. Looks like 39.90. It could go to 4K. I doubt it gets up there. Yeah, that's the push, but like what kind of push was that? It was at 390. It went up 40 cents. It's not going to pay us. It's crazy how when you can see like the decimals and the SPY movements, that's when it's pretty bad. And the market's lagging. So it's we're not going to get very much action, in my opinion. I expected today to be choppy, but not this choppy. I feel like we're going to end up getting a sell-off here at some point, at least to this 397.15, 397.30. Could probably test that high of the day. I'm looking at this support line from this most recent high, which is, or not high, this body candlestick at 397. So if it breaks that 397.12, the next one would be this body top, which is around 398.88, which is a pretty big jump. So I'll extend these levels to show, but it looks like we're starting to trend in that direction. And this is a setup to slowly chop up the rest of the day. It's just one of those days. I would love to nail a reversal, but I don't think the volume is high enough for sellers to come in. Man, Square, even 100 shares of Square right here would have paid $700. It's crazy. As this starts to fade off, though, this is what I look for on a reversal trade. So it was in a squeeze. It's been in a slow chop. Once it starts going sideways, and then you see the break of this downtrend, then we can start to see the volume fade off. I don't think that we're going to hold up all day long. I think that it's going to fade off. But wait for this Bollinger Band to start going sideways, which is exactly what it's starting to do, which I think we'll get one more rip up. I think we'll go to higher of the day, then reject. Let's see if we got any unusual whales coming in on here. Order flow, lots of QQQ puts, SPY puts as well coming through. Not seeing too much. It's pretty even on both sides. You can see the call premium and the put premium. Very, very similar. Both 6 million in put volume, 6 million in call volume. Premiums both 2 billion on each side. I'm seeing some 399 calls on the SPY for today expiration. $45. Those puts, they are looking attractive. I do love the put swings, but I wouldn't get involved right now. That's why I sold them for that small $40 gain. I'm still down $30 on the day. I guess I sold them for $48. But until I see a good opportunity, I'm going to be basically flat all day. I'll throw some sides behind something as soon as I see a setup, and it might be the put side once I see this trend line break, but this uptrend is way too strong. Got to wait quite a while. Looks like Meta's going to break its all-time high. Not all-time high, but most recent high of, let's see, 207.70. So could push up. I think NVIDIA might be a good opportunity as well. I know I keep saying this, but I feel like we could see that rip at some point. Chewy's getting its ass handed to it. If you guys want to sell premiums, this could be a good stock to sell them on. Pretty close to its downward spiral, about $34. So you could sell those $33 puts. I'm sure they'll pay a ton too. See, told you, $56 you could make. That's disgusting. But you can make a good amount of money off of the Square and coin positions. They are really beat up. I mean, Square's already up at $63. Those contracts I sold earlier are down to $105. So just off the decay and going my way, it'd be up $100 some. But I took 50, and I'll be happy with that. I think we're about to break high of the day here. I don't think it's going to double tap. Bollinger Band's still expanding. Got some 15-minute momentum and bullishness. Most of the time we break out of this. This doji candle at the top of it, and then a bounce. That's usually a sign for some more upside, so I wouldn't even be surprised to see that 398. The 30-minute looks even more bullish. Yeah, we got some room. We got some room before a reversal, guys. I'm down $37, but I will time this right around that 398. I'm sure that once we see that this Bollinger Bands fade off, and then we crack this uptrend, we'll see some downside movement. But as of right now, the volume is way too low to be involved in anything, especially in options. It's not moving enough. You could be in the call side here, but even this top or bottom to top level here paid $100 a contract, 150 a piece, and they're still pretty expensive. So looks like it's about to go. You could take the call side breakout, but I'm not a breakout trader. It's not my forte. Usually I look for reversals at this level, but Bollinger Band's way too high. 15, 30 minute, way too strong. Meta, hella strong. Could probably take this, but I don't really want to play it. I think if there's anything, it's this NVIDIA play. This thing could end up soaring towards that 276 level. I think it's basically like on a springboard right now, and you'll see like a massive green candle here pretty soon. There she goes. There goes the market too. Look at this, 500 to 750. Whew. Good thing we're not playing puts. Jesus Christmas. Why is my thinkorswim lagging like this too? I think we got room up to that 399 now. Not seeing much. I just see a lot of momentum to the upside. I don't really want to play the upside momentum up to this 399 now that we just broke high of the day. So I might just wait. Try to play some put side, try to catch a reversal at some point here, but I don't know when. I think that maybe these 39.70s. See how much these are. 500. If these get below 400, I might just dabble into them a little bit. I don't think that we can stay up all day like this. This is pretty ridiculous. I might set a limit order down here at 350. $350 and $360. I'm gonna buy 4 contracts. So I'll put about $1,200 at risk here, maybe about $1,400. If I can catch that top, it'll be around that 399. If we go to 400 today, the market is completely manipulated, and I'm out. But look at NVIDIA. It's still getting hit pretty hard. I feel like this is trying to turn around. I don't see what is holding the market up. Is it Amazon? Is it Tesla? Not really. Meta? Kinda. Apple's got to be doing well. Yeah. Yeah. I see Apple doing really well. Square from 57 to 64. Big tech. That means QQQ is doing really well. This thing's going back up to that 314 level. QQQ wants 315. Should we play that? That actually might be pretty fun. Let's do that. Let's play QQQ same-day expirations. These could be fun. A lot cheaper, a lot more movement, and if we're trending in that direction and it's almost there, I feel like we could get there pretty easily. Same-day expirations. I'll look for these 314s. Red. Boom. Oh, this thing is soaring right now. Oh, that was quick. There is a resistance point at this top. 315. So there is still some room, but I'm not buying the top of this. I'm going to wait for a little bit of a pullback if we can get one, but not looking so good so far. Lots of bullish momentum. Holy shit. Not seeing anything. I would love to see this QQQ continue to push. I think that they'll probably be worth about 120 a piece, these 314s, if not more. But I don't really want to buy them until they're at like a $65 price. Would love to see like a red candle at some point. We haven't seen one red candle yet, so sucks for somebody that was playing the downside. I had the bias of going down, and we are not going down. We're just going straight up. Still think that we're going to see that 390, 380 level, but the market wants to chop everybody out. Oh yeah, everything's slow. Everything's real slow. I got nothing. Let's see if we can play some $84. I'm looking at these QQQ calls. They were just $89. I would love to see a little pullback down to this 312.50. Doubt that we get that, but could be pretty cool. This is where I would enter in green. This is where I would probably sell some of them. And then this is the target. Red. Boom. This is what we're looking for. Entry around this 312.50-ish area. Maybe these contracts could be worth around 65, 68, 70. Market's still pushing up pretty nicely. The 30-minute looks really bullish on the SPY. This is crazy. Literally all day run. It's only been $3.50, but it's just been trending upwards. The market is up $6. Holy shit, it just made back literally everything it lost yesterday. That is ridiculous. Got up to 402, but it's only $4 away. This market doesn't make any sense to me. I do not. I never trade Euro or whatever GBP is. I'm more of an options trader, and I kind of just stick to my my 5 basket of stocks of NVIDIA, Tesla, sometimes Meta, SPY, and SPX. But I'm going for the QQQ right now because she's strong. All of tech is strong, so that's what I'm playing. Market makes absolutely no sense. I've been watching this for like 10 years now, and this is by far the weirdest market I've ever seen. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The economy isn't correlated. I mean, bad news that's happening. We're buying up. It just doesn't make sense. It's just chopping. I still want to see this go up to 314, but there's not enough opportunity. And if I buy into anything right now, I'm just going to get chopped out. So SPY is ridiculous. I just don't see how this can continue the rest of the day. I really don't. I don't see how this could happen all day long. If this continues and goes up to that above 400 today, I would literally shit my pants. That would be insane if it went up to 400. I think that 390. I think 394 is pretty fair. Is pretty fair for the market, but I mean, look at how bullish this is. I'm not bullish at all, so I'm not playing this side. If you're in on the call side, congrats. You're making a ton of money today. But I'm not playing this. I don't think this makes sense whatsoever. So I'm going to look for some SPY swings again since I sold those for a little bit of money. I'm going to look for a reversal again at 394. 150 here. Getting pretty cheap. They were 200. I think this is the same thing that happened with COVID. The pandemic was spreading, but the market kept going up. Then cases were reported in California, and it dumped. I think that there's a big dump coming, but I don't think it's going to be as extreme as everybody's expecting. I think that we'll probably see 375-ish, 370-ish, and then from there I'll probably buy a ton of calls. But with the way that everything is happening right now, I don't see why the market is doing what it's doing. Why am I not getting filled? Come on. Let us in. All right. I think I should just buy this all the way up. All the way up to this 399. That is wild. Big ass green candle right at the open. Saw some bullishness. Got the 394. Took Nvidia. Nvidia played out all right. SPX I got hit on. This is why SPX you have to be perfect execution, because obviously the $200 loss here is why I'm down $30. But I'm looking for a good opportunity to make about a $500 to $1,000 trade. I just don't see where the hell that is. And it might be the SPY puts here. I might buy 10 of these, try to watch this go back, see they were at 210 before the market spiked. If we get any sort of pullback, could see a real nice opportunity. This is just like not even an uptrend anymore. This is just like parabolic. I'm going to dabble in here. I think it's going to go way less than this for Monday, so 394 it is. I'm only in 2. I'm going to try and scale up and average down below 150 if it goes up to that 399. I'm going to buy 10 contracts. This thing is just a monster. Realistically, yesterday what happened was kind of a pitfall. I think there was a lot of fear of selling or fear of whatever right here. So at 395 level, that last 5-10 minute dump was pretty nuts. So I guess it's not that bad that it's around this 398, 399 level. There's a lot of recovery for no reason. I am going to scale into these Monday puts, though, because I feel like at some point this is just not sustainable for the rest of the day. And if it is, I know nothing. It's 10:30. Feel like, or 11 o'clock. Holy shit, I've been watching paint dry for an hour now. I feel like we'll probably test this 399 and then I'm out. I'm in on SPY Monday puts for 394 strike prices. They're pretty cheap, pretty far out of the money, but I'm expecting a pretty nice jump down today. I've been saying that since the open, but now we are extremely overextended. I'm going to try to buy 10 of these at some point. I just want to wait for that 399 test. Netflix puts. I don't really play Netflix very often, but I'll take a look. I would probably hop out of those. Personally. Depends on when your strike is, depending on when you're going to... If you're just doing a day trade, maybe you could get a pullback down to this 316 level, but this breakout, especially with what the market's doing, it looks like a consolidation for another leg up, especially off this daily chart. This looks nuts. That's a pretty big jump up, so... You could see that 323 test. You could see this this Bollinger Band test at 326. I personally don't like that, but stranger things have happened. If the market pulls back, Netflix will too. I doubt that I even make any money off these SPY puts, so that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I probably should have taken some of these square calls. Jesus Christ, this thing is cooking. 67. Let's see how much these would have paid. They were down $6. So tired. There's no action. Coinbase, same thing. Could have been a good trade today off the open. 63 to 68. Coinbase is literally a rock star. What did it do? $5. $5 here. $60 all the way to $2.15. This thing's a beast. Such a beast. All right, SPY. Keep going. Keep going to 1 million on me. Keep losing me money. Now I'm down $47 on the day. This is brutal action. Until I see a real trade, I'm not taking any real position. All right, here we go. 399 test. I'm going to buy 10 contracts. And if it stops me out, it stops me out. I got to look at the Google chart for SPY right now because the thing is probably a straight arrow. That is disgusting. Ethereum is up, though. Look at this. I bought Ethereum so long ago on Robinhood. I know I'm going against my... Look at this. Year to date. I bought this at $1,100. $8,000. It's up $8,000 this year. And almost 52%. It's ridiculous. I'm in 2 contracts now. What am I down? $22. I have 4 contracts. I'm going to try and get up to 10 on this. See if I can catch a reversal here. This is pretty brutal action. I think if it breaks above 399, I'll just stop myself out and go down $100 on the day. 49. Let's see, 4 contracts. What am I currently down? 57. So 45 extra dollars on 4 would be $10 from here. 136. My stop is going to be 133, and I'll be down $100 on the day. For now, until I can actually see something. It looks almost like this is going to bullish engulf and run to this 402.50 at this point, but I'm not going to stay on the upside with how much this has just exploded all morning. I don't think that there's any reason for us to be bullish whatsoever. I don't see any news. I see the rate hike. The rate hike is still going to crush the market. The banking collapse is still intact. I don't see how the hell we are up at all, but I am biased today, and usually when I'm biased, I am usually pretty down on the day. So I'm trying to not go with my biasness, which is exactly why I'm playing SPY Monday contracts instead of SPX. If you're playing calls, you're crushing it. I'm just being a pessimist, and I refuse to switch my ideas. Damn, Square, whew. Bastard. I know QQQ is at that level too. Oh, man. Sorry this is so boring, guys. Today's been a pretty brutal day. Yeah, I'd be chasing calls. I just also don't like playing calls when the market is burning. So I like puts a lot more. I think that there's a lot of downside to come. I think that we're way overextended. I would love 10 contracts here, but I guess I could do that. Put my average down to 148, but then I would be stopped out pretty fast because I would have a probably $25 stop loss. I could do that, but I think that the market's way too strong still. Still waiting for that confirmation, at least to retest this uptrend. I feel like we're overextended on that point. I'm going to remove this. Extend this. You see my stop loss all the way up here above 399. It is very possible to hit that. Starting to turn a little bit on the market where it looks like it might just engulf this and retest this 402. I would be shocked if it did that for as bearish as I am right now. I'm going to try and go in 2 more here. I might scale into a 10 position. Maybe I'll be able to make like a couple $100. But this is pretty brutal. I'm positioning for a reversal trade. I am a reversal trader on these Bollinger Bands, so I am trying to catch a drawdown. Does not look good to me. Volume is starting to come in a little bit here. Not sure why the volume is coming in here. I don't see any news. Does anybody else? Oh, here it is. Ford's EV business lost $2 billion in 2022, offset by fleet and legacy profits. So that's why the market's up. There's also angry protests take place across France over pension age rise. That's also why the market is up 2% today. All right, we're in two more. Let's get stopped out. So my average is 148. I'm at 6. I'll probably be down like $100 some on these. Put my stop at 135. See if we can catch it. France is always protesting. I honestly have never really paid attention, but I have noticed like their streets are on fire right now. I don't know what's going on over there. It's probably because they eat. I had escargot the other day for the first time. That shit is awful. That's probably why there's so many protests over there. Food is garbage. Love to protest. All right. So this is going to squeeze me out. I'm going to get stopped out. I'm going to be down $100, guys. This is trash ass movement, and I'm just throwing money down the drain. I will wait for a little bit. I'll probably be down $125 on the day, maybe $150 since I bought 6, but I'm going to get stopped out. It's going to squeeze even more. This is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, smothered in garlic butter. If you just like cover it up, that shit's good, but other than that, ugh. It's like slimy and shit. All right, stop me out. $3.99, $3.98.80, $3.98.90. I don't know where these buyers are coming from, but they're just slowly chopping it up. I'm gonna take my $100 loss on the morning and just call it a day because this is pretty brutal. Here we go. About to get stopped. Down $100 on the morning. Oh, this is awful. All right, guys, I'm so sorry about this morning. Should have been on the upside. I should have went with the momentum, but I just can't do it. Square, I hope you got some education out of the Square put sell. Obviously, when it's that down bad, you're going to make some more money on the sell side because you're going to have theta on your side. There's a ton of volume in this. This is ridiculous. And it's trying to fill this gap. It's not going to get up to 71, but it might get up to this like 67 price. So watch Square. I think there's a good opportunity for that. I don't think that there's anything going to happen here on the SPY. If we start to see that reversal, maybe it's at 400, but at this point, it looks like it's trying to engulf that 402 level. I'm not even coming close to that. I might even just take the morning off or the afternoon off because this is ugly as shit. I haven't seen the market just completely chop up like this. It would have been nice if I was on the call side, but I'm not, and I just got stopped out. So down 120 probably after this stops me out. I just can't believe that this is just continually green. Nothing pisses me off more. But, all right, guys, we are out. We are down 120 on the morning, 114 on the morning. We started out up $100 some, and I have slowly pissed it away because the market is just I don't even know how to describe this. It's just going up. So if you caught the upside, you're crushing it. Because now that I look at this, I look like an idiot for taking the reversal, but there is no reversal whatsoever. I think there's been 3 red candles today. The market has been open for an hour and 40 minutes, and there has been 3 red candles. 3. That is crazy. But congrats if you were on the upside. I'm logging off this. I can't watch paint dry anymore. I got a lot of other things to do for my other company, but this action is piss poor. I would probably stay away from everything. If you start to see a reversal right now, that would make a lot of sense because I got stopped out. So today is just not my day. I'm down $100. If I see anything, I'll signal it in here, but I don't see too much opportunities anywhere else. I think that this is looking really bullish now. So any pullback, I would just go with the momentum at this point, but I would probably wait for this uptrend test to hit that 400, 401, 402. It looks like the call side is probably the best side to be on. I wasn't on that side, but that's whatever. I feel like NVIDIA could tap this 276. Let me actually play that. I'm going to play that with you guys real quick. I'm going to play NVIDIA 276 because it is bullish. Let's see if there's any opportunity here. 281 to 300. These might pay like $40 a contract. I don't know if that's worth it. Look at that 15-minute chart. We were looking at it right here. Obviously, the bulls got to her. Should I take some of these calls on NVIDIA? I feel like this is really lagging behind with that 276 top. Meta hit its top. I don't think I'm going to take it because I don't want to get... If I get stopped out on the call side, I'm going to be even more pissed off. So I think that I'm just going to take the $100 on the chin. Wait for a good opportunity today. I'm going to wait for the chop to level off. I feel like midday we could start to see some real movement. And then it kind of threw off my idea for tomorrow. My idea for tomorrow was that we would see a big red day. But at this point, unless we start to see this pullback, I don't see how that could happen. Because this looks real bullish right now. That looks disgusting. You don't see this bearish engulfing pattern and then a massive green candle like that. Probably ever, if we look at the history. Bearish engulfing, small green. Bearish engulfing, nowhere. Yeah, it just doesn't happen. You know, big red candle, small green. Big red candle, similar, small red. Like, you just don't... I guess right here you saw one, but that's pretty rare. Well, that was off the bottom tick, too, so... I don't know. I don't know. I could stream in the afternoon. If I see anything, I will stream, but clearly I'm down $100, and I've taken, what, 20 trades today, and I'm down $100. There's just been no opportunity for me. Usually you'll see me get stopped out a lot on like the small stops, but nothing was reversing today. That's why that I'm down. Usually you'll see much larger gains than that, but yeah, I'm not seeing any opportunities. I might stream later on today, but the volume is so low. We're still only at 26 million, about 2 hours in. So that's all I got. That's all I got for the morning. That's pretty disappointing. It's a pretty big letdown, but you know, we live to fight another day. Hopefully you got opportunities to learn a little bit about selling an option here, even though I realized the profit a little early. They're 87 now, so notice how these decay so damn fast. These were 250. Could have collected $170 off of that. I only collected 60, but I could have collected an extra 110. Lost a little bit on the SPY, and then SPX obviously got stopped out pretty nicely 2 times. So no opportunities unless it's the upside. Could play the upside, play with the momentum, but I can't buy calls up here. That just makes no sense. So once this slows down and reverses, maybe I'll take a call on the pullback, but I think that I'm out. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. I got a pretty down bad about no reversal whatsoever. 3 red candles. It might be a record. I'm going to take a picture of this. 100. How long has this been? It's been an hour and almost 2 hours since the market's been open, an hour and 45 minutes. And there has been 3 red candles. And they have been so small. That is ridiculous. This is starting to lose some steam. I can't watch it. I'm done. I'm done trying to play it. I know it's just going to chop on me, so I'm going to wave the white flag, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. I got a couple seconds here before you go. Agree with these guys. Small moves in the morning, and then it opens up later in the day. Yeah, it definitely opens up later on, and then like your money management to keep losses small. Oh, yeah, gotta keep them small. I think you'll never see me lose more than like $100 to $300 on a red day, but on the upside, you'll see much larger gains. If I ever lose a lot, it's on for like a really high probability play where I'll risk like 30, 40, 50 contracts. Like Meta the other week, I risked about $27,000 on the trade and made a lot of money off of it. It ran a couple 100%, but on that trade you'll see me lose a couple thousand because it's a swing trade. But in day trading, most of the time I'm not really risking more than like 2 to 10K in capital with a very small stop loss, anywhere from like 100 to, I don't know, $700 stop loss if it's 10K. So very small entries. I really only like to play perfect setups. So like the top of the Bollinger Bands here, where I'm taking this 399 put. So I was playing this 399 put, and then it obviously stopped me out right away. Excuse me. That's my style. So I look for the reversal all the time, but today there's just no reversal whatsoever. Kind of looks like this is consolidating. You might see some pullback down to this 398. At that point, you could probably take another call because this thing does not want to stop. So, guys, we have our fourth red candle here. Fourth red candle on the day. It's been an hour or 2 hours. It's been almost 2 hours, and we have our fourth red candle. If there's two red candles on the day here, this might make history. 5 red candles in 2 hours. It's just chopping though. Let me look at the SPY real quick. See if we can see if we can go green. 73 subscribers. Let's see if we can get some money off of this. Little red candle here, went from 600 to 390. Let's see a little bit of a pullback down to this 398.21. Let's get some action. You know what? Let's get some action. $300 right here. 40/20s. Where's the SPX currently trading at? I'm still lagging like a motherfucker. So let's look at this 40/20. They're 400 a piece. They're at 420 now. They were just at 600 at this top. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a pullback, and then I'll play the call side. I think I agree with you. This could be the top, which is why my limit order is so far down. I think I agree with you, honestly. This could be the top of the day. I think we'll see some red candles from here on out. I think I'm just going to call it for a little bit until I see some volatility come in, but I'll keep an eye on it. If I see anything, I'll signal on here, and I'll probably come back on around like 2:30 if I see any opportunities. But sorry for the boring stream today. Try to keep it as educational as possible, but it's very hard when it's very dry, and it's hard to keep it entertaining when the market's just moving like an escargot. So we are. Looks like, let me see Apple real quick. SPY 30-minute. Apple just kind of turned around too. This might be the top. I think you're right. Maybe you could catch some downside at this level. 30-minute. Oh, yeah. I like that too. Shooting star candle. Just a massive green candle right there, which I don't like to see, but yeah, this is pretty trash movement. I'm out, guys. I'm sorry. I just don't want to take anything. I'm down $100. I'm going to count my loss for the morning, come back and try to go green in a little bit, but until I see some volatility, I cannot be day trading options because you're just going to get chopped out. Same thing with Square. Honestly, this looks pretty good for some downside pressure here. You could see this pull back to 60, but I feel like a lot of investors are catching into the opportunity here. Maybe I'll buy 100 shares. Nah. No thanks. I probably should have bought them this morning if I wanted those, but I think you're right. I think this might be the top of the day. I don't think it's going to go above 400, but stranger things have happened. I've been trying to catch the reversal all day, and I'm not going to try a fifth time here. Even though I should have. But this uptrend test is around this 398 exactly, which is only 50 cents. At that point, maybe I would take a call. but I am going to set an alert right here for at or below. Boom. I had a good trade idea this morning of NVIDIA. She worked out small. Damn, this thing did pull back down to 300. I think that we're going to see one more red candle down here. Wow. Now we're starting to get that top. Not the good time either. SPY is dropping. SPY is dropping. I don't know that I would take the call side just yet. I would wait for one more red candle or two. If it starts pulling back, it could get pretty ugly. I think this VWAP is a pretty good opportunity, but wait for this uptrend. 30-minute finally printing that shooting star candle. I talked about that, the shooting star candle already. Could get that reversal. Shooting star candle, just to confirm real quick. Let me pull it up one more time. Boom. There she isn't. Shooting star candle in an uptrend. You see this at the top, then you sell. So if this 30-minute chart can close. Oh. With this, that is by far a shooting star candle. I might look for a little bit of a bounce play at this trend line, though. You hit it one time, two times, three times, you usually get a bounce again. So it's looking pretty good. I'm still going to wait for it right at that 398. I will play the calls. If I get buried on the calls and puts, I'm just going to close my laptop very, very slightly, very slowly, and just make my very humble exit. Because if I've been playing puts all day long and then I finally buy calls and it goes against me, guys, we just closed a massive deal. Massive deal on my marketing agency. I also own a marketing company for anybody that didn't know that, but massive deal. Biggest deal, second biggest deal we've ever landed. With an AI company. Got an artificial intelligence company in the portfolio now, which is cool. Okay, so waiting for this. Thanks, bud. Thanks, guys. Making me feel good on this really choppy day. Even though I'm down $100, $114, the deal's making me feel way better. So I don't know. I see this 30-minute chart. The only reason I don't think that this is going to confirm a shooting star candle is because of how large this bullish engulfing candle is. When you see massive bullish engulfing candles like that, especially in an uptrend, you're going to see a lot of buying pressure in there. So it doesn't show me true reversal. And like I said, I'm a reversal trader, and I love to look for those reversals. So at the top of the Bollinger Bands, I like to look for the downside. But I know in a squeeze and an uptrend like this, reversal trading is not very good. So the way that I would reversal trade is any pullback, buy some calls. But I'm going to wait one more candlestick here. Unless this just completely goes, which would suck. I think we could see one red candle here start pushing this below this trend line, and then we could start to see that fall. So it would be kind of interesting to see it start to break down from up here. I know that we're near that $400 level. Let me look at the daily, though, real quick. The 4-hour chart, maybe. I mean, look at how strong this 4-hour chart is. It's trying to come right back for that 402 top. Just a weird day, weird setup. Sometimes you get those where it's just not easily readable, so there's a lot of confusion. Weekly chart. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a trend line that it may have just tapped this week, and I think that might be at the 402. Daily chart, I'm still lagging. My eye is bothering me. 402, 400. I think there is an opportunity to continue up here. These contracts did go from 300 to 380. As you can see, $100 is absolutely nothing. I could have bought one and been flat. But I am trying to get like 10 contracts. I just want to see one more red candle. I just don't know if I'm going to get it. I think we're going to go to that high of the day mark, though. At this point, you're going to start seeing trades that aren't there. I know. It's like a ghost. Just wait. Just wait for this candle. This is what I'm always looking for, this type of move here. So this is either confirming the downtrend where it's going to engulf this and head lower, or it's going to bounce. So I'm going to look at this 40-20 play. I will keep my stop loss very small again, but I am going to try for one more bounce play on this trend line. It didn't tap this yet. Usually on the third test, you see another bounce. So 3 tests and up is really, really what I'm looking for here. If it starts to go, then I'm just going to miss out. But if it comes back down to retest this 398, I will try to buy one for one dip play. I might go for 2, stop myself out $100. So it'll be about $50 a contract on the downside. And that's it. That's what I'll go for. Here we go. There's an opportunity. Let me look at the 1 minute real quick. Kind of looking like it could print a head and shoulders here. A little bit of another shoulder over here. If it comes back down below this 398, we could see some sell pressure. I think that is exactly what's about to happen. But I will take a call on this print of 398. Starting to break down a little bit. Let it come down a little bit. Let it test this. Here she comes. Looking weak. It looks like that's the reversal. I think we'll probably go below this trend line a little bit. Might dabble in just one for a quick, just in case it bounces. Don't do it to me. I'm in at 295. A little higher than I want it to be, but it's okay. I got one. I think it's probably going to stop me out here because I feel like we're going to probably go below this trend line, but just waiting. This 1 minute chart is still there. Could see that bounce. I don't know if this is the printed top or not, but it looks like it. We're right on that trend line. If it breaks below, I'll be out pretty quickly. I'm only in one contract just because I don't want it to completely sell off. Which I think it actually might. So I'm only in one. Down 10. I don't really want to lose more than $200 in the morning because that's a pretty hard fight back. Waiting for this bounce. It looks really weak, guys. I feel like this could that could be the printed top where it starts to reverse, the one that I've been looking for since this morning. But I'm being a little risky on the bounce here. It's just to see if there's any extra buyers. This looks like it could bear flag and then push me down below 398. Yeah. It looks pretty bad. That's the 1 minute, 15 minute. Actually, I wouldn't say that just yet. I don't think that this is the bottom just yet. Based off the 15. Let me see the 30. 30 looks pretty brutal. That is a shooting star candle. But we're still on that trend line, so that's what I'm holding on to right now. I only have one. The question is do I buy more for the bounce to see if it retests that 399 or if this is the true breakdown? Looking weak. I was just about to buy an extra one too. I don't think I'm going to. I think I might just take my loss. I think this might be the die down. I just grabbed one more 260. My average is 280. I don't know if this is a good play or not. It looks like it's pretty much a death trap at this point. I think I'm going to lose both call side and put side, which is, like I said, I'm just going to close my laptop very slightly, and we'll be back. It's just a small loss. Wow. Everything I waited for. There it is. down 40 a piece, 50 a piece, so down $100 on that. Down over 200 on the day, which I hate. Looking for one bounce potentially, but it doesn't look so good. We'll see what happens here. Back towards that. My cost basis, hopefully it doesn't reject here. It looks like this 30-minute could still be bullish, so when we do break down below these, we do see this retest and then a bounce or a breakdown below, so I could take my break-even stop here, but I'm going to risk it a little bit. Looks like there's an opportunity for me a little bit here. Small one, but potential. 30-minute looks like it could still push towards that 399. So I'm still in. Probably should have bought one more, but still here. Up $60. I want to make way more than this, though. I don't know. It kind of looks weak. I might just take out the profit. If it even lets me out. I don't think it even wants me out. That is pretty brutal. There's still some buyers up here. Slowly fading out, but they're still here a little bit. Trying to be as patient as possible. I'm up a little bit on the trade. This is not going to be a home run play, obviously, but could go green on the morning. I should probably just stop myself out, honestly. Take the small loss on the day. I'm up 10% on the trade. I'm just going to take my gains here at 330 if it lets me out. It's a decent trade. I'm basically flat. Probably should have held on a little longer, but at least I made my money back. I will come back for this. I think that was a pretty good trade for that breakdown rebound, but I just don't have a good grasp on the market today. That's the issue. I came in biased thinking there was going to be a lot of downside, so to be flat, I feel like that's a pretty good win. Still haven't had a red day in a while. I am down $9, but I am going to go green today. Just playing this game with the market right now. I feel like this is going to break down, but that 30-minute chart still looks strong, so there's probably still some upside to come. I'm just going to stay away from this SPX for a little bit. I think this is still, I know this is a shooting star candle, but like I said, with this bullish engulfing pattern, you can see a pretty massive spike up. But I'm going to do one thing just to piss myself off now that I'm in the green. I'm going to do this 39.70 put. Maybe even 39.80. What are they? 540 a piece. What is the SPX at? I feel like I'm gonna go in on the put side, guys. This was just 350 though. I'm gonna wait for a little bit of a spike up. See if I can get in at 380 here. I think that this is starting to form a little bit of a head and shoulders, and I might get that breakdown that I want. I'm gonna go in at 390. Hopefully it lets me in. And I'm going to keep my stop loss probably about $90. I'll go back down that $100 easy. But I feel like this 390 play, just one contract, could pay me about $300 here if we start to break down. Looks like the 30-minute printed that top. It tried to engulf, but the 15 looked really weak to me. So I feel like this is the trade. I feel like I've been wasting a lot of time today, but I feel like this is the trade. It'll come back down towards this 396. I could buy a couple more of these here. Green on the day finally. I want to get like $200-300 here. I feel like I could on this trade here. This looks like a little head and shoulders pattern just started to form. So I feel like we could fall back down towards this VWAP level, which is $1 something. This would be worth about $700 if it falls. Still has some strength though, so just gonna pay attention to this little flag situation that we got. Gonna do one more thing just to piss myself off. I honestly think that this is gonna fall. If not, then I'll stop myself out. It's no big deal. Small entries all around the clock today just because of the low volume. Down $4 on the day, so can't even be that mad. If it spikes up, then I can stop myself out, be down $100. But this looks like it could start to reverse to the downside to me. But those are my famous last words. Let's piss myself off. I think I'm going to add one more here. 15 looks weak. 30-minute, let me see one more time. The only thing that's a problem with this is that the 30-minute chart, one tick up would make this look more bullish than bearish. So I think I'm just going to stay with one, keep my risk small, just because even one could make me $300 if it goes my way here. It's gonna break big here in a second. I just don't know which way. So I should probably keep my stop at like 340. Not loving this. Yeah. So there she goes. She got the buyers. Just saw that print come through. Damn. Back up she goes, everybody. 30-minute just turned. I might take my loss here at 350. I'll set my stop at 300. 310 it is. I'll be down to 80, so I'll be back down that $100, but I had to take the risk. Starting to look bullish now. Starting to bounce off that level, so would need a real large upper shadow to break down, but looks like it's just forming that base. Yeah, it's breaking out now. Shit. 30-minute just flipped. I'm going to push this up. Yeah, we got stopped. Back down 100. Back down 64. See, if I could just get on the right side 2 times in a row today, it would be really cool. But just not going to happen for me, huh? Down $60. This looks bullish now, unless there's like a big sell candle. But all the time and sales data is pushing this up. 3950, 39860. Would take a lot for this to sell back off. I think it's just consolidating, trying to get to that next leg up. 30-minute just flipped bullish. 15-minute chart. Flipping bullish as well, so. Yep. Take small wins. Oh, you just need like 2 or 3 small wins, and then you can risk a good amount of money for one more trade with the stop loss. So let's say these 2 trades went my way. I would have went up $200, $300. Then I can risk 10 contracts with a $200 stop loss and either go break even or make $1,000 on the trade. So you just need 2, 3 small wins in a row, and I have had a win, a loss, a win, 2 losses, 2 wins, 1 win, 1 loss, 2 stop outs, and that's just kind of showing me that it's just not my day so far. So yeah. Still at this 310. It hasn't stopped me out just yet, but it's about to. The 15-minute flipped, 30-minute flipped. And then, like I said, just slightly close the laptop. Just slightly. Not my day, guys. Down probably $100 so far this morning. Been trying to go up, multiple times, but the 30-minute just flipped on me. It's looking like it wants to go for that 400 today. Not sure why, not sure how, but that's exactly what it's doing. I'm at this 310 as my stop. I only have 1 contract, so obviously I'm not going to lose too much money, but I just can't get on the right side. If you hear something break, when I close my laptop, you know why. Okay, we're starting to get that push down. Come on, baby. Maybe I am on the right side. Just kidding. Still so many buyers coming in here. Look at this. Look at that. 2,500 to sell and somebody transacted with it and pushed it up. How nuts is that? There's so many people on the dark order side. It's ridiculous. $500 to buy 1,000 shares of the SPY. These people just have so much fucking money that they just toss around and give me some turbulence on a given day. Even when I'm buying one contract, these people are just like, fuck this kid. About to get stopped out, 310, be down $100 again on the day. Be about $80 on the day, I'll be down. But they just do not want to put this down. 30's flipping bullish. If we can push this back down towards this low, this 30-minute chart flips bearish, and I would probably hold this for a while. Because this would be a nice little downtrend all the way probably down to this 396.86 level. So unless this continues, that's exactly why it keeps bouncing off that level. It's this uptrend. As soon as this uptrend is beaten up, it's over from there. But I don't know if it's ready to die just yet. Trying to get it to. Trying to get it below this because then it could be a real big red candle. But 30 minutes so far looking bullish. Above this 398.67, I will get stopped out. I still have that 390 average. I'm trying really hard not to buy more because I feel like I could get on the right side, but I would end up really pissing myself off if it jumped up. Just feel like there's a lot of low volume volatility right here at this level. So if we can get one big seller on this time and sales data, this would push this, bear flag this, and then push this way back down to this 396 in almost a heartbeat. So I know I'm looking for this sell-off. I don't just want to have one candle when it does sell off though. That's my only issue. I'm trying to go actually green on the day, not be down $9 or up 100. I want to be up like a couple $100, but I've seen no opportunities. This is the best opportunity I've seen so far. So the 15 and 30 minute are starting to flip bearish here. So I need to see this close, which is 18 minutes away. So we're really close. Tesla testing UT. Oh, okay. I like that. Nvidia's stuck. Tesla's wild. Meta's up. The only reason that the market sells off is if Meta sells off, and this looks weak as shit too. So it looks like we're doing all right here. We're up 40, 50 bucks on the trade, a contract. But that's not enough for me. I don't want to just go green on the day. I want to see this flip. I want to see this go up to 500 or so. I want to see this break down to this level, 397.87. If it doesn't do it, I could just move my stop loss up, mitigate my loss. So I'll put it at 340 here, 350. So now I'll only lose 40 bucks, but I think that we could end up making a good amount of money on this. Even though it's only one contract, I haven't been on the right side all day. So this feels good, even though it's one. Maybe that'll give me the mojo to get back on the right side here. I'm going to put my stop loss at break even. And hopefully we can see this break down below this to head towards this level. So it looks like that's about to happen. About that 397. So I'm going to be patient. These could go over 500 a piece. And I would only be up 100 bucks on the day. I'm up 60 on the day. I'm not happy about it, but I will take green after being on the wrong side 90% of the day. Could move my stop loss up here to 450 if I wanted to, which I will do. Could stop me out. I'll take the 50 bucks, but I know that this is going to fall back further. I just want to stay on the right side for a little bit, go into the next trade green. Stop me at 440, of course. But we're up $41. We're up green. I want to take that green and I want to turn that into a $500 day or a $1,000 day. I just needed to see some green. That's all I needed to see. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this. I think that we're going to chop for a while here. But I do see the opportunity for a big spike down. So I'm waiting for one more green candle. This is bull flagging. If you know what a bull flag is, I am just going to wait for this for a little bit because this is a drop. So I'm still here. Usually I don't trade this long because it's very choppy. Who is this? I'm in nothing yet. I do think that this is going to fall a lot, though. I do think that this is going to crash back down to this level. I would not be taking calls up here if you are. I don't think that that's a bad thing for this little dip buy, but I personally think we're going down to this 397. These SPX contracts are paying pretty nicely. Wish I would have grabbed one. Who wants lunch? $41. One person in here. If you want lunch, I'll Venmo you $20 right now to go get some food. Just because we're green, I'm feeling giving. That was a hell of a wait. That was terrible. Let's get some action. $20. $20 for lunch. Who wants it? Who wants it? We'll go to the YouTube. We'll go to the Discord. We'll choose one. We'll choose one here. Die, spy, die. Nate trades. Nate trades. Are you? If you're hungry, get over here, man. Drop me the Venmo. Drop me the Venmo. Go to my Instagram. If you follow my Instagram right now, I will Venmo you right now. At nextera_trading. Message me your Venmo. I'll send you $20. We'll get you some food. We're up big today. I'm feeling given. I'm up a shit ton of money. We're up $41 on the day. So I'll split my profits with you. I think maybe if you wanted to. Crypto's pumping? Is crypto pumping? I have Ethereum. Let's go. All right, guys, we're up $1,400 on the Ethereum account today. I know it's in Robinhood. Don't make fun of me, but I don't understand Ethereum that much. But I threw a good amount of money in there to see what I could do with it, and we're up 53% on the year. So can't be upset about that, baby. $9,000 this year just off of holding crypto. I'm only in Ethereum, just so everybody knows. I feel like these calls, this might be the bottom, honestly. Let's go for some calls. Nate, let's split the profits today, Nate Trades. If we go up for calls, this is, we either go in here or we stop. I think we might end up breaking that little downtrend situation. Let's go 3990. See how much these are worth. Those are way too expensive. Let's go 40 10s. Not a big fan of the 500 contracts either. 40 20s. All right, 275. Nah, those are way too cheap. 40 15s are 392. Let's go 40 10s. I know they're pretty expensive, but we could do some damage with these. All right, 30-minute chart flipping a little bit. 15-minute chart also flipping, question mark. Kind of. A bit of a hanging man here, but a bounce play. It's showing a bull flag to me. I feel like this is an opportunity for some calls. 480, let's see, 460. I'm going to go 1 here at 470. Let's see if we can. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. There's literally no opportunities except for, I guess, that breakout. These things just went from 400 to 620. $220 a contract. Why have I not been able to catch one of those today? Still think that we should pay attention to NVIDIA. I feel like one of these candlesticks is going to be a missile up to 276. Market is up $7 today off of the Fed raking hikes. Yeah, rate hikes. Maybe I need some food. Coinbase. Damn. Up to 69 from an open of 61. This stock, I'm telling you guys, there's so much volatility in this thing. It's ridiculous. Man, you could have made a lot of money. Zach Hash. Don't use God's name in vain. Don't do it. Don't do it. Every trade I've been going opposite, I'm done for today. Levi, you and I both, my friend. I'm up $40 today, and I have taken 25 trades. It's realistically like 8 because I scale in, but they're both in and out. Look at these small gains. SPX lost 145, lost 50, got 50, gained 105. It's just like it's all over the place. It's not fair. It's not fair to us. They're just beating us up. It's been a slow, choppy day, but we are going to get some pretty nice movements here pretty soon because this thing right here, look at this. This is getting real tight. This is getting to be real tight. So as soon as I remove this drawing, look at this trend. A big break is coming. These Bollinger Bands are going sideways. This is either making a big breakdown towards this 385 mark or we're soaring right back up to this 410. So lots of movement coming. So what time you're here? I don't know. Today I've just been kind of chilling. I'm at 11. It's 11:52. I have done absolutely nothing today. I've been stopped out many times. I'm up $40. $40 on the day. Feeling rich. Nate trades gets half of that because we're buying him lunch because he hasn't eaten yet today. I don't know. Why not? Oh, I got a call at 12 o'clock. That's the perfect cutoff time for me, guys, because I've been here for, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and I'm up $40. So I'm making minimum wage today. Those two dojis on SPY, 15-minute faked us. Yeah, I mean, I got faked out many times. Many times today. I was expecting the downside. I was expecting that 397-ish and then a rejection, and then we just slowly chopped up. So that's really all I got. I do see some upside still on this 5-minute chart. We did just break this trend, and this is a bull flag. If you guys want to see a bull flag real quick, it's not just like a typical bull flag. You'll see a lot of lower shadow or a lower tests. I'll show you what a real bull flag looks like. Chart patterns real quick. Give me this bull flag, bullish flag. Here we go. Boom. There she isn't. Uptrend, a little bit of a fade off, then you break out. If you can tell, that's exactly what's happening. Uptrend, a little bit of a fade off, and then boom. So look for this retest. I would probably take a little red guy right here. If this can close above this line and the red guy can stop or bounce around this 398.23, we could potentially see that high of the day mark. So maybe I'll take a call on that. Maybe I'll take the 40.20s because high of the day on the SPX is about 4,010, which would take these 40.20s to be worth about 500 to 600 a pop. So wait for this real quick. This might be my last trade. If I lose it all, Nate, looks like you're not eating, buddy. I'm just kidding. Just DM me your Venmo. I'll Venmo you. But Tesla's about to go green to red. Yeah. She's weak. She's weak sauce. No worries, Nate. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I will Venmo you. I'll Venmo you right now. If you message me, I will Venmo you right now. I didn't get it. Oh yeah, I did. Let's go. Before I forget, Venmo. Nathan Allure. Nathan Allure, let's eat some lunch. Hopefully this is you or somebody random is getting it. Do you know a Tim Claus? Do you know Tim Claus? Confirm if this is you. Nate, I'm waiting on you, buddy. Yeah, that's you. All right, $20. We're rich. That's the caption, and I'm going to put a little pizza sign in there. $20. Boom. Oh, pay without confirming your phone number. Boom. Sent Nathan $20. Enjoy some lunch on me, man. We're rich. I'm up $41 today. Take half the profits. Start of lunch hours, crap vol. Let's see what comes later. Take care. All right. Joey, you have a great day. Nate, we're rich right now. $20. Enjoy your lunch. I want to see a picture of you of whatever you're eating. Make it Shake Shack. Shake Shack sounds so good right now. We retested this. We're going to bounce. Guys, I'm taking a call. Taking a call. $2.95. No. I missed it. I'm trying to get involved here. I'm looking for the $2.95 fill. It's right at $2.95. Let's see if we can get going here. See if we can get filled. Trying to get filled at 3. Come on. Come on, baby. Let me fill at 3 here. Just got to see some sort of... There we go. We're in. We're in at 3. I'm only in 1. I'm looking for this retest of this uptrend. Looks like we bounced on it once. If we come right through it, that's pretty upsetting. But I might grab one more here. A small trade. It's chop hours, but that bull flag situation could end up tapping this flag, tapping it, bouncing up to that 399. So I'm looking at this 15. I'm looking at the 30. Both are looking pretty bullish right now, so I might try to get one more down here at 280 if possible. 275. Let's see. Nate, we're losing our money. I need that $20 back. Down 50. I'm red on the day. 240. Going for one more here. Gonna average this out. Looks like it might be breaking down that trend. So if it starts breaking down, I have a 270 average. I will lose 140 on the trade max. I'll put a stop loss at 210 here. So I'll lose 120 and I'll be down $80 on the day. So haven't been right on the same side twice yet. So I deserve this. Nate, I'll be down $100 after Nate eats that grub. But hopefully we can start to see a little bit of a bounce here. If not, then I will probably stop trading for the morning because I'm just throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks, and that bull flag just broke down. So stopped out, not good. And now we are down $20 on the day. And we're probably going to be down about $80 in a day in about 2 seconds here once this breaks down because it retested this, bounced, and then it completely failed, which is exactly on par with what I needed to do. Just so unfortunate. Been bouncing back and forth. I'm sure I'll end the day green. I'll take a more high probability trade, but this was no action here. I just kind of did that for some entertainment, and now I'm just throwing money down the drain. So get me stopped out. Let me lose my $80. Let me learn my lesson, and I will see you guys later because this is pretty bad. Did it just stop me out and bounce? No, it didn't. Did it just stop me out and then bounce? You know what? I'm going in one more time. I'm coming back with a vengeance. That is the most dickhead move I've ever seen. Just stop me out and then you're going to bounce. That's not cool at all. Okay. I think we all know what's going to happen here. I think we all know I'm going to lose that extra $30. and I'm going to stop myself out 195. And then I'm done. I'm done playing today. I'm just trying to have fun with this, and it's not working. And I'm down $70. Down $80. This is crazy. I haven't won more than one trade in a row yet today. Yes. Nate, send the money back. We're no longer rich, man. We are no longer rich. But we'll go green on the day. I'm confident. About to get stopped out. I'm out of here. This is crazy. They're going after everyone. Buy calls, buy puts. I'm getting stopped. I'm getting everything. This is getting ugly. My stop's at 195. I'm gonna be down $100 again. But here we go. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I promise. What are they doing to us today, guys? What are they doing to us? Wow. They took it down. This was the bull flag I was looking at. They took it down, and they're probably going to start selling this off. 30-minute looks weak. 15-minute looks pretty weak as well. It looks like a bull flag situation's going on over here, but these two large upper wicks could probably see that downside. I'm sure we'll see this this VWAP level here at some point here, but I'm probably just going to chop everything out. This is pretty wild. But we'll wait and see how this trade plays out. I think we all know which way it's going. I'm not really chasing because I'm keeping my entries at 1 to 2 contracts. Usually I'll play about 5 to 10 to 15 to sometimes 20. But if I'm down $100, I can make that back in 1 minute. So $40 means nothing. $100 means nothing. When you're trading and using size. I'm gonna get stopped out here, so I'll be down. But you're right. I shouldn't be chasing. I'll be down about $100, $120 on the day as soon as this breaks down that low. But the 30-minute, 15-minute, they all look kind of good to hold up. If this holds the support line, it could be a great bounce play. But with these two large upper shadows on the 15, it kind of shows weakness. Same with the 5-minute. Usually when you see this retest, you're going to see a breakdown. But we'll see if we can do any sort of love. Everything that's been set up today has kind of failed. So maybe it'll be one of those days where it doesn't make sense, but it makes me money. I'm only on 1 contract, though, so I'm not going to do anything extreme. I said we put some size behind this and either go down $200 or go profitable again, so I can eat with you, Nate. I think that this is going to break down. I feel like this 30-minute and 15-minute chart broke down its trend, so tried to break back out, but it didn't end up working out. So broke down, retested, coming back down. Looks like it's going to head towards this VWAP line. I will get stopped out as 195, and I'm probably just going to cash out for the day. Even though I'm losing 100, that's okay. We'll make it back. I'm just not seeing any opportunities, so yeah, markets are up. Can't fight them. Well, I'm on calls right now. So I was biased on the put side, so didn't really see any of the opportunities that I wanted, and ended up taking a $100 loss on the day, but small losses. Small losses. Still looking for an opportunity for that bounce, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Downside it is. I gotta stop. I gotta stop playing with this. All right, so I'm down 116 on the day, right where we started from wherever. And then Nate, you got some nice lunch out of it as well. So we are down 134. I'm out of here. I will be back, but this was a really choppy day for me. So I'm gonna try and go green a little bit later. And then maybe I'll actually be able to put some size behind something rather than 1 to 2 contracts. It's pretty trash. But as soon as I log off, watch this shoot up to high of the day. I could have made $300, $400 on that trade. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Just not my day. So let me know if you need anything. pretty brutal situation for me. But Nate, enjoy your lunch, buddy. See you soon.